going to happen there. And Mali drops French as official language. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Okay, let's move on. We come away from there. But let's move on. Let's move on straight to some other stories making the round. Now, suspended and disadvantaged college student recall is the right thing to do. I'll be telling you more about that. Who has been recalled? Nigeria public doctors strike over pay after fuel subsidy. So one of the stories making the rounds there as well. And telling Nigeria, what is your entire defense? Nigeria's Afrobeat star Muslim row. I've not followed that story, and I'll be telling you more about that. The Education's repeated motion for stay of proceedings has been dismissed. I think the Attorney General is very, very busy. Very, very busy about who? Doing everything in his power to see to it that he's brought down. Well, when the table stand, my goodness. Okay, death penalty doesn't deter crime. 4 persons are mostly sentenced. Amnesty International is saying. Do you agree with him? But Obrigwani says abolishing death penalty is a recipe for chaos. So what do you think about this death penalty? Do you think that is a good thing that the Parliament has actually cancelled that, so there's not going to be any death penalty? And that actually gets some wind under the wings of those who are perpetrating evil, knowing that whatever happens, if I take a life, my life will not be taken. The worst that can happen is to be thrown into jail for life. Now, what do you think about that? More going to be coming your way from there. It is all Starr ready, okay. And MPP flag bearer balloting held. The petitions have come through now, and we'll be telling you more about that. They're not changing the fact that people are going to be voting. After all, those who are going to be voting are not illiterates. They know who, where, and then therefore to make a mistake will be, quite one that is unthinkable. Okay, let me put it that way. But let's move on straight to some other stories making the rounds. It's around in other parts of the world. Niger, soldiers declare coup on national TV. The president has been detained, and troops now say they are closing the country's borders. And then Kim Jong-un shows off missiles to Russia's shogun. The talk comes amid accusations that Pyongyang is supplying Russia with arms for the Ukraine war. Ukraine's Western armor struggle against Russian defenses. Russians use layers of mines to prevent Ukraine's advancement on the south front. Well, so what is going to happen? And then Shuniat Okana had a voice that cracks souls. The Irish singer, who has died age 56, is remembered as radical and incredible. Moldova expels 45 Russian diplomatic staff. Now, Moscow is accused of unfriendly actions in the latest escalation of long-running tensions there. And Singapore to execute first woman in almost 20 years. Sir Richard Branson and activists have called on authorities to spare Saridwi Jamani. Would they listen to him and to all those who are calling for him, for her life to be spared, or would they go on with it? It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, now moving on to other parts of the world as well. Here in the UK, Prince Harry is set for court showdown with his son. A judge has ruled that a high court trial over the due success privacy breach claims can go on. All right, so who will be calling? Ooh, anger has.
Remember, I'm a father because my family can't only team go one no. Because I'm audio come. Remember, but I'm a bad.
But mama, láàrin èmi àti yàtọ̀ lọ. Ṣé ó dàbí ìlú ṣe rí? Ká pati pé omi ń wọlé yín tì. Ẹ̀yin náà wà nù wọn ẹ jẹ nǹkan tẹ́ ń jẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn ló fà á. Orí ọmọ tèmi lè fi ṣe o. Èmi ò ṣe torí anybody. Mọ́mì tẹ́ bá lè ṣe nítorí ọmọ yín, mo béèrè question lọ́wọ́ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Mo ní ọmọ yín wo ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ local government? Okay. So ọmọ yín wo ni ló rán lọ university? So kí wá la wá ń sọ? àpò ara tí ilẹ̀ yìí ń jà sí àpò ara tí ilẹ̀ yìí ń jà sí mọ́mì àpò ara tí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà wọ́n sì omi lẹ̀ ń wọ́ wọlé. ẹ wo mama ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ò lè ní ká má sọ òun ṣé yorùbá tí mo sọ yẹn sí yé òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kò lè ní ká má sọ òun ẹ̀yin náà yé gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn mọ́ ẹ yé gbà nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹ ń fún wọn lóró sí ni àwọn ọmọ kéèké ni ẹ ń sìn ẹ̀mí inú wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà kan tí wọ́n lówó dé yàmọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ń takò lọ́bẹ̀ rice wọ́n máa ń takò lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ̀bà sẹ̀mú all those kind of stuffs nísìnyí báyìí kò lọ́bẹ̀ rice 15 naira kò tó ọmọdé jẹ mọ́ ọmọ mi kò lè jẹ 200 kó yó nígbà kan dẹ̀rẹ́ tí gbogbo lébàrà kò lọ́bẹ̀ 200 naira ẹ máa jẹ ó máa tó ṣẹ́kù mama ẹ dígbà náà yé gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn mọ́ ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀.
ìkìlọ̀ ni wọ́n kọ́ wa ni tí wọ́n bá kọ́ wa a ò lè kọ́.
ẹlòmíì pa machine sáwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń gun machine sáwọn olóṣèlú ń gun machine wọ́n sọ gba àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa di aláàbọ̀ ara àwọn ní wọ́n empower àwọn empowerment kí nìyẹn lọ́jọ́ orí iṣẹ́ lè dá ẹ̀rọ fà wọ́n gbé bùkátà sí nígbà ẹ̀tún appreciate. Go give me that, bringing the work closer to your steps. Hey, you know what? Been some days, man. Niger, Yoruba Nation, go give me that, bringing the work closer to your steps. Hey, you know what? Ẹ ti rí bí agbègbè àgọ́ ègùn ní owóde iye wa bí ó ṣe rí alápàá tó be precise.
lẹ́ẹ̀bù wájú wájà ní ẹ̀mẹ́rin márùn-ún tó ti fi agbowó ọmọ ìlú yìí ni o bàbá yẹn ti sá lọ bàbá tẹ́ ń wọlé ẹ̀yẹ ó ti sá lọ Abẹ́òkúta.
ní ilé green tó wà lọ́kọ̀ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n zoom ẹ̀yìn náà ẹ jẹ́ ká zoom ẹ̀kẹ́.
ó ní bàbá wọn nìyẹn kò rí tiwa rò ó ti sá lọ Ẹ̀gbá omi lẹ́wọ̀n omi fúlọ́tì gbogbo omi odidi ojúlé mẹ́jọ ní ọba rẹ lọ́lẹ̀ báyìí o odidi ojúlé mẹ́jọ ní eléyìí túlé tí ẹ kú nílò lọ ẹ wo ẹyẹlé eléyìí náà ó gbé ilé túká lọ àkóní bàbá kò ní mi ò ti sá lọ omi ni o ọ̀ṣà ni eléyìí tó kọ́ṣà ló wà lọ́kàn ẹ̀ kò lè gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ o ọ̀dàrí dé kó dẹ̀ fi ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀tọ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń fọ́ọ̀tù ìdájọ́ fún tó sọ yí fọ́ọ̀tù ọ̀pára lọ́wọ́.
màmá ti gba aṣọ wọn ti gba olóṣèlú wọn ti ń jẹ breakfast wọn kàn dùn mí ni màmá àwọn ti jẹ breakfast so omi ò bá wọlé wọn lọ nǹkan tó ń dìsáàfù náà lórí jà. gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti jẹjẹ kújẹ lówó olóṣèlú kò lè ṣépè fún olóṣèlú kò mú àbí Mr. Sunday Adébánjọ màmá ti.
ẹ jẹ́ ká join studio so we're already 5 minutes behind schedule, so let's join the Starr Radio studio for the morning broadcast. So let's call Archie.
Sitting himself and setting himself up. I'm your way. Planned by the president. Terrible and president as well. So who knows? This is the General Secretary of the Yoruba Nation.
Well, very good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Archie. Good morning to all our listeners and viewers from around the globe, and welcome once again to the 27th day of the month of July 2023. So much to discuss. But let me come back again to you in the studio because we have a lot on the table. Nigeria is a very interesting country. Nigeria is still the most populous black nation, as we are told. And that means that Nigeria has a huge role to play when it comes to not just inside Nigeria or outside Nigeria, as we're going to be discussing this morning.
Maybe that was the assessment that the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was looking at. Said, Nigeria has failed. That's failed Nigeria. Nigeria has failed itself and failed Africa, failed the world as a whole. But who is behind all the things to tell you more about that? Let's go back to Yomi. I know that we will have to just quickly bring you a summary of what we discussed yesterday. All the strikes that have been planned by the NLC and the various bodies. How is it going to go on? Is it indefinite or what is it? Yomi.
Well, thank you so much to our, economics analyst, our Bishop Additional, that also spent almost close to an hour, giving us the background to what we need to know when it comes to the reason why there's a lot of pressure, in terms of the money in Nigeria. We focus on a few things. Most important, the NLC strike, and as we all know, any strike has a very, very big impact. I was actually telling my wife that by next month, August, the NHS, the junior doctors are going again on strike, and that literally means that appointment will be cancelled and so much. But the 7 days ultimatum that the government have given, there's now been a response by the government. We didn't pick that in time before the end of the program yesterday, but I can't confirm to you as I have it right now. That the government seems to not be pleased with the ultimatum that the NLC are giving. These were, just communicating back. That is the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu there, and that is the leader of the NLC. So the federal government actually says that the NLC August 2nd strike notice in contempt of court order. The Tinubu government is cautioning the NLC against resorting to self-help. The legal term then is, as this government also respected the rule of law when it comes to Emefiele that we discussed yesterday. Part of all these were our discussion yesterday. The program lasted for 2.5 hours. If you've missed it, you can go back and listen to that again on the Starr Radio UK network. But most importantly, we talked about the activities in Enugu State as well, because as many of us are still concerned when it comes to, the issue going on between, the Biafra and the governor of Enugu State that we're going to be discussing as well. So all these were really part of the discussion yesterday on the Starr Radio UK network. I'll come back again to you in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Okay, listeners, for those of you who missed that program, the Niger voices that come to every Wednesday, 18 hours or 6 p.m. in Nigeria or wherever you might be. Make sure that you go to various platforms and okay, now let's come to one of the issues that you discussed there, pertaining to the rule of law, the response by the presidency, which we couldn't touch on yesterday morning during the program, and that pertaining to the NLC strike, and saying that that will be contempt of court if they embark on the strike. And like you said, now, when the court has ruled that an offender should be released, when the court has ruled that Sunday Igboho should be compensated an amount of 20 billion, I think so, I'm not sure of the amount, but I think 20 billion. And then when the court has ruled that Sunday Igboho, my apologies, Nnamdi Kanu should be released because there are Petrol is cleared of all those charges, and government decide, you know what, I don't give a week about that. But then when it comes to people saying that, look, we see that we are suffering, we're going to be dying, and therefore we need to do something about it, the government says, you know what, arrest contempt. What would Nigeria do from there?
Well, it's going to be an interesting time. We said it that Bola Tinubu government will literally be a test of time when it comes to the judiciary. Buhari actually failed, to allow, the judicial to operate independently. There was so much interference when it comes to the judiciary, when the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, was in power. Is Tinubu going to be different? Tinubu is actually, his government, is actually saying that it seems that the NLC are going beyond what they are not expected to do. And what we can say is that the President Bola Tinubu's government has condemned, the Nigerian Labour Congress strike as being in contempt of a court order that the strike should not go ahead on the 2nd of August. This was disclosed in a statement that was issued late yesterday evening, and that was, by the federal government of Nigeria and NLV, Nigerian Labour Congress, before the court. His Lordship J. Annual, this was on the 5th of June, granted an injunctive order restraining the NLC and the Trade Union Congress from embarking on any planned industrial action or any strike of any nature, pending the hearing and determination of pending the motion on the notice. So is this going to be something that will be fast-tracked again in the court, or will this be slowed down? All these is not clear yet, but we will find out a week from today if this strike will go ahead. And if the strike goes ahead, what then happens? Is the government going to go back again to the court and get more injunction, or do we say that the NLC would disagree? But let's say that on June 5th, the NIC restrained the NLC and the TUC from going on strike. What is going to change? This time around, Nigerians are waiting for the next couple of days. So we are now in a countdown.
We don't know, like Yomi was saying, they might protract the whole thing, and then it goes on, and if you do anything, they tell you, that's contempt. And therefore, you would be incarcerated for that. But let's see what happens. Listen, I Starr in the UK, 14 minutes past the 2 of the hour, the morning show with Mr. Oladi Koike and Northland Studios. I'm actually in the South Studios, and they're looking at acts from Nigeria. Well, President TALON, what they call him, the Beninois president, they have come to visit Asura to see the president. Well, when we talk about Benin, there's lots that our ways out there. We have the borders there. We have the fact that Buhari stopped people from bringing rice and some other stuff from that border. I don't know whether that border is open or is still shut.
It's open already before Buhari left.
Oh, it was open before Buhari left.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, we have Dr. Sunday Igboho also there. So what are they discussing? People will be very, very inquisitive to know what exactly did they talk about.
Well, the news started filtering quickly, especially through the Yoruba communities that are campaigning towards the right to self-determination, because seeing the president of Benin in Nigeria can literally mean that maybe it's got to do with the Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho that is currently in Benin Republic. But that is not the case. We know that this is going to be the second visit by the President TALON to Asura. And this time around, this is got to do with the coup that has now been confirmed in Niger Republic, a border to Nigeria, and also as Bola Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is the chairman of ECOWAS. Remember that, a lot of people said it was too early. He also mentioned that, Tinubu actually talked about any coup in Africa. Maybe there was a signal, intelligence, that he saw during the time he was making these clear announcements. Let me tell you what he says. ECOWAS to restore order in Niger, says President Bola Tinubu. But let's go back to the Tinubu meet with Benin President Patrick Talon at the State House. What was the discussion? We know that the meeting was about 16, almost close to 1,500, 1,700 hours rather. Is visited the second time in 2 weeks, having visited on July the 18th, along with other two colleagues, President Mohamed Bazoum of Niger and Umaru Sissoco Embolo of Guinea-Bissau. But it seems that the same president that visited Bola Tinubu is now in danger zone due to the coup. I've been listening to the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, that also spoke about, the development taking place in Niger. And I'm going to be telling you what Blinken was saying as well. But it seems that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president, is not really pleased, with these new coup d'etat that has, engulfed again, the African continent. What is Nigeria going to do differently is the question. But before we know what Nigeria is going to do, what is the world saying? We know that, as of yesterday, like I said, monitoring Anthony Blinken on his Twitter handle, he also had a discussion regarding what is taking place in that part of the globe. But what I can say is that it seems that Bola Tinubu has now the test of the first coup happening in Africa as the president, the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The meeting between himself was not also the second time they met in Paris during the new Global Finance Pact. But the purpose of the meeting between Patrick Talon, the Benin Republic president, and Bola Tinubu has got to do with Niamey, the capital of Niger Republic, that President Bozo had now been held hostage by the element within his presidential guard. Are we going to see Nigeria sending delegation? Yes, we are aware of that. Tinubu, who is also the chairman of the head of the Government of Economic of West Africa, had earlier in the day condemned the development in Niger, warning that the regional body as well as the global community would not condone coup d'etat in the sub-region. Are they going to listen to him? Time will tell.
Well, this nigga still all come around running to say, you know what, this is what is happening. We need to condemn it in all uncertain terms. But the question is, what causes people to feel that they are being marginalized and they need to stand up for themselves? That is the question that I ask all the time. What is the push factor? What is causing people to behave that way? I think we have some undertones that are from foreign or outside the country that seems to be stirring things up. But when it's not like that, but let's take a typical example of what the Yoruba people are facing in Nigeria. Let's take a typical example of what the Biafrans or the Igbo people are facing in their particular, and thinking that, look, you are being marginalized, but we talk about it, we're not being heard, and they try to bring some laws, which when it suits them, they apply that to say, because of that, you can't do that, you can't do that. Then the next moment, it's the military or those who think that they are in there who can do something, they decide to just rise up and do that. You can condemn them as much as you want, but when what actually is forcing them to rise up has not been addressed, I bet you we've not seen the last of it.
Well, you're quite right. I've just picked up what the Secretary Anthony Blinken said yesterday. He's been able to speak to the Nigerian, President Bazoum. I convey our support for democratically elect president of Niger. The United States condemns effort to subvert Niger constitution order by force. Nobody wants to see this kind of situation, but something normally leads to such, situation like you just, make the analysis around what is going on right now in the southeast part of Nigeria is becoming, a big tension, and we hope that it doesn't lead to where, anarchy, we kicked in. So we expect that the president must now find committees to set up quickly. But do you know what? It seems maybe that might not happen, and I'll tell you why. Because going back to the report coming out of the Senate that we picked up, it seems that somebody raised a motion regarding Nnamdi Kanu in the floor of the Senate. Is an APC senator, and the Senate rejected the motion seeking Nnamdi Kanu's release. This is how it goes. The Nigerian Senate yesterday rejected a motion that is seeking the release of the illegally detained Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The Senate decision followed the rising of a motion sponsored by Osita Uzanuso, an All Progressive Congress senator representing Imo State. The motion titled Condemning and Disrupting the Nature of the Sit-at-Home Demonstration in the Southeast. How do we link this to what is happening in Niger? We don't know what is the motive behind this coup, but what we know is that, if people are not brought together and find a lasting solution to their problems, then one thing lead to the other. Izunoso said thousands of innocent lives have been lost since the sit-at-home order in the last 2 years. Trillions of naira have been destroyed. When the people are forced to stay at home and businesses remain closed, productivity decline, income is reduced, thereby also affecting the livelihood. But it seems that in the resolution, the Senate, however, condemned the activities of the sit-at-home. The Red Chamber invited the Minister of the Foreign Affairs, when appointed, and relevant stakeholders to carry out thorough investigation, just as it has been done before. But the question still remains: would Nnamdi Kanu be kept in the captivity of the DSS, even though the United Nations Human Rights, the international community disagree that Nnamdi Kanu should have been released? But since Nnamdi Kanu has not been released, it is still creating the tension that is not warranted for in the southeast part of Nigeria. So we hope the delegation that will be sent to that part of the globe, which is not too far from Nigeria. I mean, if you look at Niger, people walk in because of the porous border. But this delegate will be flying in. We hope they'll be landing, because the information coming out from Niger says the border is now shut. That literally means that they might not accept anybody coming in, even as Bola Tinubu is preparing those delegations that will be visiting that region.
What do you think the impact of President TALON visit to Aso Rock, president? What impact is going to take? I mean, that's the second time in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks for it. So, I can only take good morning to you. A lot of guys that comes out and like you to wait as well. Olaoluwa, okay, my apologies. Olaoluwa, I said good morning, White Lion, Archie, and the Starr ready. He says hashtag Free Sunday Go, hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu, and hashtag referendum. Referendum makes referendum is not war. Thank you. Referendum is not war. But let us see how many of us really want out. If you want in, why not? Okay, and somebody says it is payback time for all selfish political thieves. It's just a lesson in Nigeria as well. I bet you when the leaders hear that they break in their boots and they think, am I going to be next or will I be able to stand? Our listeners start already looking. Let's put some other stories that is making around with a picture behind Mr. Lightning, because we will let him identify, and then we go on from there. Who is behind you, Yogi?
Well, that is the Alhaji Imam Adura Lingba. Is the chief imam of the Yoruba that lives in Ilorin in Kwara State. Yeah, well, like I said, we all can be invited, even for questioning by any security intelligence agency around the globe. He has been invited on a letter of invitation by the security meeting with the Commissioner of Police. But the reason why we are trying to bring this out, because we know how the Nigerian system works. We have seen Gumi being, invited after, his engagement of visiting terrorists and exchanging, ransom paid, but yet he was released. So we hope that this invitation will not lead to something else. So this is why we are bringing this to the international community, that yes, he has the right to attend this such meeting, but we hope that he will also be coming out without any kind of detention. So Adura Imba will have, probably still be in the meeting with the State Intelligence Bureau. No details of why he has been invited, apart from the fact that, Commissioner of the Police, through the office in charge of the State Intelligence Bureau, SID State Headquarters in Ilorin, has requested Adura Lingba Alhaji, the chief imam of the Yoruba. We know he stands very well because he's one of those leaders within the Yoruba Nation community, also a front bearer when it comes to most of the peaceful protests that has taken place within the Yoruba land throughout, the campaign trail in Nigeria. Is very, very adamant that the Fulani killings continue in the Yoruba land, and yet there is still no headway, even though we now have the new security chiefs that we expect to start pulling out these element of dangerous individuals that are creating menace across the southeast, the middle belt, Plateau, Zaria. But it seems that is not happening. And just as today, the family of one Yoruba man that traveled all the way from Maryland to start not just start, but continue the business that is set up, which is the farming business, the hotel business. But guess what? He ended up dying in the hands of the Fulani terrorists, and that is Mr. David Oluwagbemiga Owolabi. Mr. David Oluwagbemiga Owolabi will now make a year from today that he was kidnapped on the 27th of July 2022. 5 days later, an audio came out prior before he was killed that his hand has been tied, blood is not going through. Both himself, the young lady behind you there in the picture, Rachel Opadile, was also killed. She's just a 300 level student of a university that was working in the hotel while the government closed the university and polytechnic in Nigeria last year for 8 months. The young man Idowu that took the money to the terrorists in the forest in a motorcade called in a Okada was also killed. So 3 individuals were killed by the Fulani terrorists on the 3rd of August. A year today, the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, have not been able to give us a quick answer to what has happened a year ago. Not even the commissioner for police. These are all the injustice that Chief Imam of Yoruba land has been crying out loudly to the federal government, to the state government, and like I said, we'll be monitoring whether or not his invitation is just a formal one.
Well, interesting one. We've had people go to the courts and then the court gives it really give them and they don't see it. You said that who's in charge for owning a gun. And while you were just talking about that, I was saying that I hope that they don't come or put some fucking blue story to say, you know what, he owns a gun or something like this. And he's not licensed, so we have to keep him. And the same thing that happened when they said, oh, Chief Sunday was amassing weapons. And they went there, and then they said, oh, we have 8 people. They said, what? I don't know what about they had. 3 or 4. And they said, yes, he's amassing weapons to come and overthrow them. Really? Is that why we used to overthrow them? Let them come again. But we hope that this time around, they will not be doing anything of the sort. Because when people take it and they get it up to there, they can't take it any longer. Their backs are against the wall. People rise up. And I don't want Nigeria to get to that place. And I hope that listeners or leadership are listening in and will make sure that they do the right thing. Starr ready, okay. Adams Breaker. Hey, good morning to you. I hope you are doing very, very, very well. All right then. Now let's go to the next story with a picture behind the Solar Nico again. And for those of us who don't know who is who is with the president once again, Yomi?
Well, he's the son of the president, that also in the news yesterday. And he has actually come out to say to Nigerians, my father won't fail you all. Nigerians' hope rests on my father. He won't fail them, Seyi Tinubu. Seyi Tinubu says his father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is the hope of Nigerians and the leader they have been waiting for. The reaction has really generated a lot. I'll be telling you what the reaction is. According to Seyi Tinubu, says his father is the last hope of Nigerians and the leader that they have been waiting for. That is quite interesting because in the next 2 days, it will be 60 days. It is still early to call because now that the ministerial list is also coming out, I'll be telling you a little bit more about that. I want to thank you for the faith you have in our president. I, Seyi Tinubu, guarantee you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not fail. Mr. Tinubu's sons are sure. He added that Nigeria, the hope that we have been looking for and hoping for is here. The president we have all wanted is here.
Mm-hmm. Now, I wish him the best, I wish him the best. And I did say that with his experience as the Lagos State governor and he did government for a while, I really hope that he will make a difference. But we wouldn't want Nigeria to disintegrate into civil war and all that stuff. No. So I really want to agree with the son, Seyi, and I hope that the president does not disappoint. But well, who knows? We know that the election petition tribunal is going on as well. Don't know what is going to be said there. But now, at long last, it's come out with let's go to the list of the ministers that has come up, because I saw some names in there and I was like, yo, wicked. And all his stuff. Okay. So tell me, what is the list that we got so far?
Well, yesterday while we were on the Niger Voice says, a list was sent to me, but we can't verify them until it's properly, in the public domain. But it seems already now that some of the list is coming out through some of the medias that we are monitoring as well. And right in the picture is on the left-hand side on the screen is the former governor of Rivers State, Wilson Wike, and the right on the side is also the El Rufai. These individuals worked towards the actualization of the Bola Tinubu becoming the president. What do we know? The immediate past Rivers State Governor Nelson Wike and his colleague from Kaduna, Nasir El-Rufai, have made the list of the ministerial nominees. According to the report coming out that the President Bola Tinubu has now forwarded the ministerial list to the Senate in the wee hours of today. The list is coming 2 days before the president deadline as stipulated by the Constitution as amended by the Ninth Assembly. Tinubu, according to the 1999 Constitution as amended by the Ninth Senate, has barely 2 days left for the 60 days deadline stipulated for the president to unveil his cabinet members. Many Nigerians will be looking to find out how many women will be in these appointments, how many young Nigerians will be in this appointment. But the Section 42 of the Constitution states that a nomination of any person to office of a minister of the confirmation by the Senate shall be done within 60 days after the date the president has taken the oath. Not less than 10% of persons appointed as ministers shall be women, provided that the president may appoint a minister at any other time during his tenure. Such appointment shall be subject to the confirmation by the Senate. We have 36 states of the Federation. The piece of legislation further prescribes that the president shall appoint at least a minister from each of the 36 states. We know that there's a lot of people that will be looking forward to the list, but like I said, so far so, it seems that 2 individuals' names is already popping out. Let's take you to a reminder that during the tenure of the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, there was quite a lot of lists that came out. During Buhari, it seems that Buhari was one-sided in his own ministerial list. But as we say, until we have the full list, we will not be able to go into it. Also on the list is the former Minister of Health under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and who recently rejected an international job, Ali Petty. We are also getting that Economics Olawale Edun, a former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Adebayo Adelabu, the woman leader of the All Progressive Congress, Betty Edu, all also made the list. Other who made the president cabinet are Lateef Fagbemi, senior advocate of Nigeria, and also a former governor of Cross River, Ben Ayade, his colleagues from Osun State. Remember that Osun State is quite tense. They went to court and Adeleke won again. It seems that now Boyego Itola will have other jobs in his hand under the cabinet. All these will be coming out officially, but for now, these are the names that seems to be coming into the list already.
Okay, listeners, Starr really UK updates from Nigeria. It's 11:34 time. I have Yoruba Nation and North students here in South Sydney, and we were talking about some things. But I really hope that whoever has been appointed, it should not be square pegs in round hole. And it doesn't matter what party they are coming from, but whether they're going to be serving Nigeria and the people in there, that is the big question. Aziz says, good morning to you all. Aziz, good morning to you as well. And TINUBU must lift the embargo of Sunday Adeyemo Igboho Osha. He won all his cases, hands down. But Aziz, this is the case where the court has ruled that the former CBN should be released on bail, and then we have the DSS saying no. So the rule of law, is that what we are practicing, or some people marshalling some forces and doing whatever they are because they have the gun? Okay, well, this is a start with the UK. Let's go back to Johnny for some of the other stories. Yes, we have got the Simon Epa, the Prime Minister in exile.
And the governor of Enugu State on the right hand side.
Yeah, I know there's a banter between them now. They sit at home, and he's saying that they should go to work or not. They are shocked to be shut down and all that stuff. What is going on there?
Well, the situation has literally dozed down. Yesterday there was a huge confrontation of the pro-Biafra that believes that there is no right for their shop or their stores to be sealed on Monday while they were having the civil disobedience by their government in exile Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. But it seems that the Senate is also saying that sit-at-home crisis, work with the Finland government to extradite Simon Ekpa. The Nigerian Senate tells Bola Tinubu. We know that the former foreign minister Jeffrey Onyeme had a meeting with the ambassador representing Finland in Nigeria. Maybe there's still work going on, but they couldn't come to the conclusion that Simon Ekpa could be extradited. Nigeria is asking for extradition. Does Nigeria believe in extradition when Abba Kyari is not yet extradited to America on the request of the American government? Let's remind that Nigerian government refused to obey its law by kidnapping, rendition, without allowing a proper extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that end up in captivity for 8 days, kept into a private plane, brought back to Nigeria, and then shown to the world as a criminal. They went to court, and it seems that the court says all the charges on Nnamdi Kanu should be quashed and thrown out. But the DSS refused to accept that. The federal government refused to accept that. So now that the Senate is saying we must extradite Simon Ekpa, it seems Simon Ekpa is also telling them, I have come to finish it. Biafra independence is non-negotiable. Those parading themselves as senator from the southeast are illegitimate and doesn't represent the Biafra people. If they claim they represent anyone from the southeast, we challenge them to a town hall meeting in their own core constituency. I'm not sure, maybe they might want to go to their constituency because some of them are not even safe in that state, as we say, because Nigeria itself is not safe. But let's go back to the letter that came out, yesterday, that Simon Ekpa has written now to the European Union, the US, and likewise the State Department, the European Union, the United Nations, to give a visa ban to the governor of Enugu State. Human rights abuses against the people of Enugu State by Peter Umba, the governor of the Enugu State, should now be looked into. All these are the tension going on, but let's move swiftly to other news because of the time constraint at 40 minutes past 11. Why I sell fuel at 580 naira per liter? It seems that one of our footballers will probably have a petrol station, and rather than increase his price, he has actually stick to a particular price. Let's see into that story because we also love to bring the good side of what is happening, especially when it comes to saving a little bit for the masses. So what do we know so far about the young man, which the engineer will give us? Here, that's the clear picture. His name is Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa, says he reduced the price of the premium motor spirit, otherwise known as Petrol, at his own fuel station in Kano State to help elevate the hardship on Nigerians. That is a good one. Musa announced the reduction from 620 naira to 580 naira per liter via his Twitter handle on Monday. Very, very good news. Also, it seems that the Super Falcon, the women, were able to still stay in the World Cup as we've been following them after Republic of Ireland could not conceal a goal. It was a 0-0. Ireland will be returning back home. And like I said, it seems that 250 ethnic groups have beaten 5 million Republic of Ireland. So we monitor that as well. So let me quickly go to some of the other headlines, and I will go straight to the social media where the conversation kickstarts. Once again, reps commend the JAM over technology deployment of the UTME. COUP Max Air aircraft, guess what? Is struck in Niger, according to the report. The Max Air aircraft SNADM on an Hajj flight to Niger, Republic, is now stranded in the city airport due to the ongoing military coup in the country. The aircraft B747-400 landed just at 22:40 local time with 360 Nigerians pilgrimage on board. Captain Maitama Kabo was in command of the 18 crew. We hope that there will be opportunity to go through the road if possible so that they can be evacuated. We will pray for peace in Niger, but we are monitoring what is happening, that there is still no peace in South Sudan as we speak today. So let's go straight to the social media and see what the conversation is all about this morning. Yes, as you can tell, the ministerial list is all the conversation. We might not be able to give all the list. Yes, the breaking news, Akpabio expected to read the TINUBU's ministerial list today. Tomorrow, I'll be giving you all the heads up on that. But let's look at what people are saying. Momo at Morris_Moy. Honestly, that ministry list is like, you be my guy. Come and use this one, old body. I'm sure you understand what that means in broken English. Does Bola Tinubu genuinely believe in his heart that those people on the list have what it takes to turn the country around? A leader is as good as his team. Look at Obasanjo and Jonathan Stein. Let's see what more Nigerians are saying. According to Victoria Israel, if Tinubu let him put all his family members on the ministerial list. Let him plant his thugs in the judiciary or Asuro. What I know is that our mandate shall be recovered. There will be no run. Peter Obi will become the president. Nigeria will be free and heaven will not fall. Let's look at two more and I'll come back again to you in the studio at 44 minutes past on the Starr Radio UK network, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. According to @Bo_Republic, Wike worked so hard for Ashiwaju rigging in February. I don't know why some people feel surprised to see his name on the ministerial list. And the last one is, ministerial list is a clear display of agreement and commitment to renew Shege. #Tinubu must go. The DSS Wike, Charlie Boy, #Sowa Super Falcon. You can do this.
Well, listeners, we want to go on with the stories. I bet you that we're not going to be finishing because as we go on, lots more come. But this one is pertaining to what Sheyi has said that we cannot be doing public relations work for his father. Only a fool will listen to him. That is a strong one there. But let's see. Maybe because of people who are listening to him. But one other thing that I was asking, the population of the House of Senate, who are the majority there? Is it the northerners?
The northern part of Nigeria. Keep talking. I'll see if I can quickly, in 30 few seconds, give you the breakdown because we have that, somewhere. But let's just keep talking. I'll see if I can find that out quickly.
Because it's obvious that these individuals are the ones who are somehow putting impediments in the way. If the Southeast says we want out, and the Southwest says we want out, they say no, they can't go. And then I remember during Buhari's time, Buhari saying that, you know what, take it to Congress or the House of Representatives and let them debate it there. If it says yes, you people want whatever, it can be done. But they know that because they have majority there is no way that they are going to get that. And people are saying that we are being marginalized, yet they don't want to listen.
And you're quite right, and this was put together, in a very good way by one of the Yoruba campaigner, well respected, when it comes to, the details and the statistics of who is who in the reason and the pathway to Yoruba Nation benefit. I'm going to push quickly without going through, what we know, but the question you ask is, the breakdown to these numbers of those in the Senate. How the federal allocation is shared. The land mass terrain is 10%, equality is 40%, the Nigeria effort is 10%, the population is also that. But the real question is the number of House members, of House of Reps in the Southeast, we have 43. Senators, we have 15. South, we have 71. In the Senate, they have 18. In the Southwest, which is the Yoruba side, House of Reps members, we have 15. In the senators, we have 18. The total is 169 when it comes to the House of Reps. The senators among the Southwest, the South-South, the Southeast is 51. Now, let's take you to the northern part. The Northwest, member of House of Reps, 92. Senators, 21. Northeast, 48. Senators, 18. North Central, 49. Senators, 18. FCT, 2. Senators, 1. The total from the Northwest, Northeast, North Central, and FCT start at 191. If you go back again, you will see that the total in the Southeast, Southwest, South is 169. So you could tell that there's a huge margin. The number of the state, Southeast have 5 states, South has 6 states, Southwest, the Yoruba land, has 6. The total is 17. What do we know from the North? The Northwest have 7 states. Northeast have 6 states. North Central have 6 states. The total is 19. When you go back one step again, that means there's 2 states ahead of the other as well. The northerns in the zone, the total number in the northern state in terms of the local government, they have 419, while all the southern state have 357. That makes up the 774 local government. And that literally means that anything taken onto the floor will be crushed quickly because of the numbers from the northern part is much more than the southern part. So when people say, go to your senator and House of Reps and request for the right to self-determination, they probably know that you are just pulling water in a basket that will never go anywhere.
That's what I tell you. You're represented in the House of Representatives and the Senate. You? Well. This is your point is being heard. And whoever is there is representing you, or whatever they are doing, even in the House of Senate, they might be marginalizing them because you know that, yeah, we've got a muzzle and they will be doing that. But what do you think about all that? Second away from Starr, Radio UK. You have to bring the update to a close here. But tell me, before you go.
Well, before we go again, it is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, as we say. Every Monday to Friday, we look into all the issues. And let's just say 1 or 2 from those that are also following us. Mama is suffering from oppression and depression. Mama is confused. Mama is not sure and certain of her statement. And that is coming from, Mr. Farr. Also, Samuel Adeyemi say, good morning, Mr. Archie and Koiki and the rest of the team. Okuna will say, hello, good morning, Koiki. You're doing a good job. Thank you. And great as well to the Starr Radio UK. Modupe Adegun will say, good morning as well. These are all those that have connected on the Twitter space. We're connected on the MixLR. We are connected on the Instagram. We are connected. And Comrade Plan B say, ministers and cabinets are all criminals. And that is how far I can go. And likewise to those on the TikTok, remember to stay tuned with the Starr Radio UK. Follow us on Twitter, where the conversation is not ending and where you can get as much of what is happening when it comes to the African and Caribbean radio station in London. Remember to download the apps as well. But one way you can follow us as well is making sure that you follow the Starr Radio UK, www.starradiouk.com, where there's a lot of blogs, lot of sport news, entertainment, 24/7, 7 days a week. For now, I'll give you Archie to take you through the rest of the segment of the program, and I'll be back with the list of the ministerial list of Bola Ahmed TINUBU, the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Have a very good morning to you, Mr. Archie. Bye for now.
Good morning to you, and we'll catch up later. Thank you very much. Well, listeners, interesting times. But as he said, tomorrow we're going to bring you the list of the ministerial appointments there.
Well, and Nigeria, thank you so much, those of you on our Twitter space. Shout out to you all. Mr. Kola, Pato, Sunday, Azuka, Olasumbo. My phone keeps crashing. We need a good phone, guys. I always say, don't hesitate. When people say, don't support the media, remember that you only have a media that is talking about this campaign. All other medias are not interested in the campaign, especially all these Bole Kaja media that you have. So, Emma, stop supporting, the vision of the media that wants us to be out. That is the only way we can get our message. Nobody is going to help us. Am I getting a knock on my door? Oh, okay. The curtain fell. So when people say, don't support the media, look, let me say this. If you don't support the media, that means you are going to rely on the fake media in the contraction. Let me shut this one down. Save electricity in my house. Every day we burn a lot of electricity. Some of you don't know, operating from home with so many gadgets also. So when people say, I support our media, ask them, which media are they expecting to tell you exactly what you want to know? Especially with the way the media, Yakini Mustafa, Otojo Meta Moma, Gureke, Shalafia Loa, Kilo Shele, phone Nili Nisin, and she Twitter space, on crash, right? Even though, we try sometimes to use as many of the software, but sometimes about the software, there's pressure every time it's every time it keeps shutting down. So the banning second-hand phone, a phone, we have said this so many times. More than what it on about it where she dark there. Pressure to put. Okay. Pressure is too much. Just have to keep going. We can never end. We can never stop. Prayer on dake so that about dake. Aborom anything. Then while shikini. Their prayer is that Yoruba Nation. It wakes the minds of the people up. And people will start asking questions. Mr. Tiami and Lukman, okay. Tosian Folabi, hey, Omoka. Mutiri Lori TikTok. We should get used to this TikTok. Daddy me, Bambo, okay, Mokinsa, Shalafiani. Olanriwaju Arowolo Egbomi, Muki, Kaso Studio. Do you need to upgrade with your computer? No. Upgrade. I need lateral computer. I mean, this one is becoming very tired. This machine costs almost 3,350. We need to get another one. This is the only one. Don't operate by Shife. The other one is not operating. It's called the Alienware. Oti Shishe cable Eric cable. I need to adjust it. It shows it's overworking. Into film doom, but that's the fan. These are the kind of machine that does the kind of job that we are doing. If we need support, we go BBC there and return the camera it's because we are paying into it. If I last on BBC to return then CNN gbawo Michael Denuga is kò ní fẹ́mi lówó nísìn láti wá ṣe kíní ní bíbá because Michael Denuga mo kí mọ́mí wa Janet because Michael Denuga does not believe in what I'm doing so ó máa lọ fún CNN ní dọ́là tó máa fi ṣe advert ẹ mọ̀ tó ń cost ẹ̀ tó fi ń ṣe advert yẹn it cost him a lot of money but àwa wà bíbá nísìn a ní kẹ́ support àwọn kan ní náà owó là ń gbà lórí social media. These are illiterate. They expect kí kọ́ fún yín ní kẹ́ máa gbọ́n tí táwa ń sọ. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé in táwa ń sọ àwa nìkan la lè sọ? Èèyàn mélòó ló lè sọ tí mò ń sọ ní Nàìjíríà? Bí wọn dá. In terms of not àwọn media wa ní mainstream media yín. Mo kí dáàdì wa Ayọ̀ Ayẹni. So that's why we are saying, irú machine nísìnyí ẹ̀ kì í ti rà mí. But we need about 3,000 pounds. We bought another one, but we still need another one like this. But in Tabani no la manage. But we are trying our best. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí pé Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ Elédùmarè kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Let's keep pushing. The message is getting there. Mo sọ pé máa launch the shortwave radio this coming month. By Tigbo, echo frequency sílẹ̀. The frequency is going to be Okay, the one. No, call the date. No. Down time on the more down there. So frequency tó ti máa jáde ní 17735 17735. You'll be able to watch and listen to the Yoruba Nation conversation on a new level again. Ní láti August, Moki Aziz. So ní August 5th, lágbára Ọlọ́run, wọ́n máa launch the shortwave radio is coming back on August the 5th. So make sure èmi náà ní rédíò nílé mo ti ń wo orí eBay bí a máa rí ẹyọ kan tí máa tètè rà before that day. Èmi náà ti ń wo orí eBay so that because èèyàn mélòó láàrin sábà lo rédíò lọ́dọ̀ wa níbí báyìí. So ẹ̀yin náà lọ get rédíò tó ní shortwave. Ẹ̀rí pé mi náà ẹ bá rí ẹ̀rí pé mi náà gbogbo rédíò èmi náà ti ń wò lórí eBay. Gbogbo tí mò ń wò lánàá nìyẹn Kawai tó jẹ́ alábọ́dé ìnáwó à ń pè lé nísìn on monitor ilé. So tó bá dẹ̀ ti di pé ó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn yín ẹ̀dẹ́ máa ra rédíò kéékèèké fáwọn èèyàn yín nílé. Ọ̀gbọ́n Yorùbá Nation yẹn ó ti ń lọ sọ́nà that dimension. So you can see that. So èmi náà ti ń wò kan ṣe rí pé frequency ni ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ètò ní shortwave ni o ṣe rí. So èmi náà máa ra ilé oní plug ni so that August 5th lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run mo monitor ilé náà nísìn lórí eBay. So kọ́lọ́n kó gbàdúrà wa. While we are online, then mo appreciate ìkan náà moment tó ṣe short video tí mo ṣe ní ìjẹta kọ́ni nísìn. Every time, even though pé fóònù yà ti ra big memory sórí ẹ̀ but gbogbo àwọn phones yìí for the kind of job táwa ń ṣe it entails a lot of work. So usage táwa ṣe ń lò Délé Farotimi Yorùbá ronú 34 bí náà bá tán ní orí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó tán ní èékánná. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Délé Farotimi a ní kẹ́ support Yorùbá Nation gbogbo ní Nàìjíríà ò lè work. So gbogbo pé Nàìjíríà máa work is too late kò lè work. Nàìjíríà ò lè work ká forget ẹ̀ kò lè work. Ó ti late and we are not joking. Ẹ wo breakdown ẹ jẹ́ kí n touch lórí ibẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ wo breakdown tí Archie béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi lẹ́ǹkan nípa àwọn north. So táwọn èèyàn bá ní ẹ lọ bá àwọn senator yín wọ́n mọ̀ pé senator kankan lè ṣe ní tí mo kí ìjáyà mo kí mọ̀ sí mi náà. Kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà Solidarity Movement Festival at Liberty Stadium Ìbàdàn. Okay, KOIKIMEDIA. Our boys were not here. We're trying our best. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀mú sọ fún anything tó bá ṣáà ti máa jẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ safety. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́kan Adékúnlé Junior mo kí tẹ́ bá wo numbers àwọn northerners tó wà ní Senate wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ. So tó bá ní ẹ lọ bá àwọn senator yín sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn senator lè fi lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Senator wo lè fi lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Mo kí ẹ Ọpẹ́ mo kí Prince Adébáyọ̀ Shitu mo kí Prince mi náà Àkànbí Ọlọ́rẹ̀wájú Uthman mo dẹ̀ kí ìyàwó Táíwò Kíkẹ́ Fásánmi mo kí ìyàwó Ọmọlára Ìyàbọ̀ Àjàlá mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Simon Adébísí and the silent listeners as well that are also watching the program. Mo fẹ́ padà sí mo kí Bishop Adesina and gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí ètò pẹ̀lú wa láàárọ̀. Thanks so much to the backend team as well. And to back support, let's keep it going. Now, let's go back and ask the question. Briefly, Tabawo Boshe group. Most people don't know this. Tabawo Boshe group numbers àwọn senator tẹ need ní òkè ọya là ń pè ní ilẹ̀ Haúsá wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ ìdí tó ṣe pọ̀ jù wá lọ ni pé bó ṣe put Nigeria together is a fraudulent way. Ìwọ náà mú pen lọ wá pen dání lọ mú pen jáde èmi náà ti mú jáde kó wá máa kọ sílẹ̀ èmi náà fi kọ sílẹ̀ ń fi gbé fódà mi jáde ìwọ náà mú pen àbí pẹ́ńsù kó kọ tí mo fi sọ sílẹ̀ kó má bàa gbàgbé ni torí gbogbo wa máa ń gbàgbé nǹkan. So let's come back here in the 27 ọjọ́ burúkú ọjọ́ tó kidnap ẹ̀gbọ́n mi after 5 days wọ́n pa bàbá yẹn dànù ni olórí burúkú làwọn Fúlàní yẹn wọ́n ní human sympathy ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n gba owó lọ́wọ́ mọ̀lẹ́bí yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ pa náà pọ́tẹ̀ sẹ́nì kankan sí mi jẹ́ ìwọ̀n bí a mo ṣe lè rí ọ́díò mo mọ̀ bí a fún ní save ẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n kidnap máa yẹn mo mọ̀ bí a gbogbo àwọn ọ́díò yẹn ṣì wà ẹ jẹ́ ń download ẹ̀ padà ṣe rántí pé ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn mo lè ṣá jáde tó ń sunkún ó ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò flow lára mi gbogbo aṣáà la rántí nígbà yẹn ó ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò flow nígbà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti táyọ̀ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bíi màálù ó wá ń pariwo pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò flow gbogbo ọ̀ràn tí mọ́ àbẹ̀ ọjọ́ ń pẹ́ ni wọ́n á yẹ ká kọjọ́ burúkú píkṣọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn lélẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ìrántí ẹ̀ tí mò ń sọ píkṣọ̀ wọn lélẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ fámìlì tiẹ̀ tó bá ti pé ọdún kan báyìí kó má rántí ẹ̀ kò síko nǹkan kan ṣe o kò ń ṣe pé ó sick nothing was wrong with him he was not sick ó dá iléeṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ kí ó lè máa rí jẹ kí wọ́n tóun náà wáṣẹ́ lÓgbómọ̀ṣọ́ kó lè employ ẹ̀ bó jẹ́ yàn mẹ́ta bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láti Amẹ́ríkà ó fi Amẹ́ríkà sílẹ̀ ó dá iléeṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ lÓgbómọ̀ṣọ́ kò ń ṣe kó ló dálẹ̀ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ó lòtẹ́ ó ní farm ó ra ticket pé kó lọ mójútó business òun ó ti wà l'Amẹ́ríkà for 30 something years pé kó wá sílé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Nàìjíríà bí on American passport I don't know but at least ó ṣàmà ní stay or one way or the other ṣọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìyàwó nígbà tó dé ó wọ mọ́tò láti ìlú Èkó ó gbéra ó di màá wá ọ́díò yẹn jáde ọ́díò tó fi ní wọ́n ti so mí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ flow níyàn bá gbọ́ ọ́díò yẹn ìyàn máa sunkún kò ń ṣe pé àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí yàn rèézò owó ẹ mọ̀ pé ìgbà tí ọ́díò yẹn kọ́kọ́ jáde àwọn èèyàn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣe wọn láòyè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Amẹ́ríkà ní Maryland ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ti wá a máa padà sórí House of Reps yẹn mo bọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nígbà yẹn ní kí ló dé tí wọ́n fi dáwó fún arákùnrin yìí pé kí ló dé scars gold mo kí ẹ pé kí ló dé later wa realize pé kò ń ṣe pọ́rọ̀ owó ni problem ẹ mọ̀ tí irú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí bá tẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ tí mọ̀lẹ́bí ò bá tẹ̀ lówó wá lọ ya kò sẹ́ni kankan tó fẹ́ kíyàn òun kùnà but kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n gbé owó fún Ìdòwú ọlọ́kadà ìyẹn tẹ ọkọ̀ pé kọ́ wọnú kọ́ lọ gbé owó fún nígbà tẹ́ ti fẹ́ gba owó kí lẹ wá pa wọ́n fún that's the question it shows that àwọn táwọn bá dìlì yìí kọ́ lọ́ má jà pàdé wọn ni ẹ rántí woman ti máa ń play mọ́mì wa yẹn ti máa ń play fídíò wọn 2018 ni mọ́mì yẹn náà wálé ẹ rántí ẹ mọ̀ pé ọkọ ìyàwó àtọmọ lọ kidnap wọ́n gba 100 and wọ́n gba almost 8 million or 5 million lọ́wọ́ wọn after few days in captivity wọ́n tún bá ìyá yẹn sùn Nàìjíríà yẹn but ẹni tó kàn á ní kò sí ìtó kàn òun èmi gbogbo àti ń live life wa lọ àwọn family yẹn ló máa mọ̀ náà pé dáàdi wọn sí around mọ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ ìpínyàn tẹ̀ sick ó kú àmọ́ pé okay ó sick, you know, anybody can sick and die or any other thing, any accident can happen. Governor wà ní state kò provide security, wákìlì àmọ́bi tó wà. Ṣé wàá mọ̀ pé gbogbo tó máa ní ẹ lọ sọ fáwọn representative yín nílẹ̀ Ìgbò nísìn máa kọ sílẹ̀ ní South East wọ́n ní 43 members of House of Reps, 43 lọ ní, wọ́n ní 15 senators ní South South àwọn pọ̀ díẹ̀ wọ́n ní 71 House of Reps, wọ́n ní 18 senators. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń para wọn lé lórí tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ ká gbádùn torí pé àwọn ṣẹ̀rí àwọn náà wo numbers ní sìn kó wá máa bèrè pé so àwọn tó ń hold wa lélẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ni gbogbo tá à ń sọ lójoojúmọ́ ní South West àwọn tó ń represent wa ní Abuja as House of Reps they are 55. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni mò ń sọ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá they are 55 because 6 states la ní. So ṣé wọ́n pọ̀ jù àwa lọ nísìn? Ṣé gbogbo tí mò ń sọ ṣé kò dọ́dọ̀ wọ́n gbọ́n náà wọ́n mọ tí mò ń sọ náà wọ́n mọ tá à ń sọ wọ́n mọ tí wọ́n ti ń sọ bọ̀ kó tó tó èmi. They are just 55. Gbogbo senator ṣé ó rà pé Gbénga Daniel náà ó tún padà lọ jẹ senator. Let me Google it. I think so. Gbénga Daniel. Yeah, ó dà pé bóun ló ní kó má san pension fún òun mọ́. Gbénga Daniel. Ó ṣe governor. Gbénga Daniel. Yeah. Ó tún padà lọ. Stop my monthly pension. Ex-governor Daniel tells Abiodun. Bó ṣe máa rẹ́rìn mú kẹ́lẹ́ nìyẹn. They are all the reason why we are still in this mess. Ìbọn lélẹ̀ yàgbé. Gbogbo wọn pátápátá tó ń represent wa as senator. Ìbùkúnlé Amósùn wà níbẹ̀. They are only 18. Yayi wà níbẹ̀. Ta ló represent wọ ní state ẹ̀? Ẹ dárúkọ gbogbo yẹn lè jókòó sínú comment section. Ẹ fún mi láwọn orúkọ gbogbo wọn. Ẹ ká tẹ̀ mọ́ orúkọ gbogbo wọn. Èmi ti dárúkọ mẹ́ta, ìwọ náà fún mi ní ẹyọkan àbí méjì. Má tún dárúkọ tí mo ti dárúkọ ẹ̀. Mo mọ̀ pé Yayi wà níbẹ̀. Ìbùkúnlé Amósùn, ọmọ òfò, Bàwàràwò Bánstà tó ra ìbọn. Kò kó ìbọn yẹn sílẹ̀ fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Abíọ́dún torí pé wọ́n ń bára wọn jà. Ó dá ìbọn yẹn padà fún police commissioner Ogun State. No, ó gbọ́ àbí ó gbọ́ pé Ìbùkúnlé Amósùn ra AK-47 àbí AK-46 tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ over 1,000 pieces. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ fún mi lórúkọ mo kí yèyé oge ẹ fún mi ní orúkọ àwọn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n náà ta ló represent ẹ ní senator as your state ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ̀ ta èmi ti dárúkọ mẹ́ta Gbénga Daniel Yàyà olè Yayi jalè ó jalè yín ní Àlímọ̀ṣọ́ ó tún gbéra ó tún lọ Ogun State ó tún lọ contest l'Ogun State. So kò sẹ́ni kankan tó mọ orúkọ àwọn senator so ṣẹ́rí pé so mọ orúkọ àwọn senator yín they are just 18 péré ní gbogbo wọn ẹ fún wa lórúkọ náà so kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ẹ jàbẹ̀ lọ Google àmọ́ dàbí ìnù àrùn. Who are South West senators? Who are the 3 senators representing Lagos? TINUBU Olúrẹ̀mí, òun ti di ìyàwó president nísìn, so òun ò lè ṣe mọ́ nísìn. So ta ló represent Lagos Central? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Lagos State. Nobody knows. Okay. Ta ló represent Lagos East? Ṣé Tòkunbọ̀ Abiru ló ṣì wà níbẹ̀? Ní Lagos West, Solomon Ọlámilékan Adéọlá, no, ó ti kúrò níbẹ̀. So this is not an up-to-date. This one is not up to date. This one is not up to date. Who won the 3 senatorial states in Lagos State? Ẹ These are the people holding us back. The former deputy governor, Dr. Idiat Adebule, won the Lagos West senatorial election polling by 361,296 votes to defeat a main challenger of People's Democratic Party, Segun Adewale. News okay, 28th of February. So, okay. So, after Babajide Sanwo-Olu win Lagos State governorship, the 3 senatorial seats was won by APC. Origenoni. Shawari gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ campaign tẹ vote fún wọn yẹn. How is your life? Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ dúró lórí Lagos State. How is your life going to change with this representative in the Senate? Kí lẹ expect kó mú padà wá fún yín? Gúgúrú àtẹ̀pà. Kí ni expectation yín ẹ̀yin ọmọ Lagos State, Lagos West senatorial? Ẹni tó win wọ́n ní former deputy governor Dr. Idiat Adebule. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú picture jáde kárí. Àwọn tó ń dá Yoruba Nation dúró ni mo fi wọ̀nyí nísìnyí o. Àwọn tó ń dá dúró. Ẹni sùúrù. Ṣé ìyá ìlú yìí wọ́n sọ? Ṣé wọ́n máa ń ní ṣá? Ó kìsìbọ́kùnrin Hamzat ló ń ṣe deputy. Eléyìí ló ṣe pẹ̀lú Ambode àbí woman ló ṣe pẹ̀lú Ambode náà. Woman yìí wọ́n rà pọ̀ wọn Ambode lọ́jọ́ ṣe nígbà yẹn. Ambode fi jẹ governor tó fi lé Ambode lọ. Àmọ́ bí wọ́n ti tọrọ àforíjì fún Ambode nísìn. Ambode fẹ́ lọ wọn gbẹ́sẹ̀ jù bàbá ẹ̀ lọ. Wọ́n rà pé woman ló ṣe pẹ̀lú Ambode. I think so. Yẹ̀wò náà ni. Picture wọn Ambode lélẹ̀. So ìyá ìwà lára àwọn tó ń dìlé Yorùbá Nation. Tẹ́ bá ti ń béèrè pé Koiki níbo ni ìrìn àjò Yorùbá Nation dé, ẹ sọ pé Dr. Idiat Adebule, she's not ready to have a Yoruba country. Honorable senator àfi motorcade a máa fi lọ báyìí tó bá ń bọ̀ láti Abuja kò ní lọ by road by air lílé máa lọ. Wọ́n bá ta ticket ní 100,000, wọ́n bá ta ní 48,000. They have the money. She will never travel on the road. Ṣorí èmi àti ẹ ta máa lọ lórí journey yẹn. Àwa la máa face the bunch of it. So àti lójú eléyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo the next one. Ta ló tún wìn níbẹ̀? The Independent National Electoral blah 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 nídìí ẹ̀. Ta ló tún wà níbẹ̀? INEC also returned Tokunbo Abiru. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Èkó, ṣé Tokunbo Abiru ṣiṣẹ́? Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ social media. Eléyìí ló represent ní Lagos East senatorial ẹja lọ gbójú ẹ̀ jáde. These are the people that people don't even know. These are the Yorubas elite that do not want the breakup of Nigeria. Ẹ wá sí ẹ wá máa point finger sáwà Tokunbo Abiru lélẹ̀. Ẹ fi pé ó ti wà ń bẹ̀ ní sanwó ọlọ́mọ ẹ tó ti wà ń bẹ̀. Òun náà lélẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ rojú ẹ̀? Ojú ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Again, one of those that doesn't want Yoruba Nation yet. Because wọn ní support nítorí pé Tinubu làwọn fi support. Orúkọ ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Tokunbo Abiru. He was born on the 25th of March, 1964, 4 years after Atagba independent Lobio. He's a Nigerian banker, Muteka history, the other woman here. He's a Nigerian banker and a politician, Mukimba Babakunle Shita. How come a senator is making 33 million naira every month? As this in Bamibiri, Mukia Jakulu Shola. Is a banker, a politician. He's also a senator representing the Lagos East Senatorial District at the 9th Nigerian National Assembly. He was a group managing director and chief executive of the Polaris Bank Limited, Nigeria. He attended the 6-week Harvard Business School advanced program, blah, 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 blah. He holds a BSc Economics from Lagos State University. He's also the Institute of Chartered Accountant, ICANN. So, but in Jofe Yoruba Nation. Ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Tokunbo Abiru, ǹjẹ́ ó fẹ́ Yoruba Nation? Àbí Nàìjíríà ló fẹ́? À ń ṣe Nàìjíríà, káwọn máa ṣe big man. Tó bá di weekend nísìn, àwọn agbádá white, á máa dábòlẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, wọ́n máa tẹ̀lé, wọ́n máa ya picture, wọ́n máa bá upload ẹ̀ lórí Instagram. Ìkìkì, ìgbìgì, ó yá, senator, ó yá, ẹ smile, ẹ mọ̀ pé Koiki máa rí yín nísìn, wọ́n máa fi ń rẹ́rìn, ó yá, smile for camera. Wọ́n máa bá ṣe Instagram, TikTok, èèyàn máa lè. ẹ máa tẹ̀lé ìjọ òrìwọ́ rí òyìnbó tó ń fi fóònù tẹ̀lé MP nílùú yìí nígbà tó ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Wọ́n ní Honorable Owólabí Razak Ìfẹ́lódùn local government ẹ máa dárúkọ wọn tẹ bá ti mọ̀ wọ́n, àwọn tó ń dìlé Yorùbá Nation gangan nìyẹn. Gbogbo honorable tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ni wọ́n ń dìlé, kò ń ṣe àwa, torí pé à ń pariwo pé a fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation, àwọn náà wọn ò fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation, wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà la fẹ́, gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ mọ̀ tán pé Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wá máa wá sí bíbá, ẹ wá máa Koikijọ́ la máa gba Yorùbá Nation, lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn sínétọ̀ ẹ̀, lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ House of Reps ẹ pé kí ló ń dá wa dúró tá a sì wà nínú Nàìjíríà, àwọn ni wọ́n represent, àwọn gangan ni igi tó ń da gbogbo ẹ̀rú nísàlẹ̀. Ṣèbẹ́ gbọ́ tí wọ́n ní kó pardon ní Nnamdi Kanu ní Senate, wọ́n try out lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Ibi mo kà fún yín láàárọ̀ yìí. Wọ́n gbọ́n sáde pé no. And we want peace. No problem. Peace yẹn náà la máa fi gbà. Lágbára Elédùmarè. Peace yẹn òun la máa fi gbà. Peaceful means. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ wo the next one. So, àtìrí méjì lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ta ló tún wà ń bẹ̀? Lagos Deputy Speaker Wasiu Ẹṣinlókàn defeat PDP. Gbogbo defeat yẹn wọ́n rí gẹ̀ẹ́nì. Wọ́n ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí PDP ní èmi kan yẹn pé we are endorsing PDP. They are all bastard, criminal ní gbogbo wọn. But wọ́n ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí PDP tẹ̀ ní access ní Lagos State. Wọ́n hold the ground ní Lagos State débi pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá gbogbo yín pátápátá èyí lẹ́ ń bá wọn jí ìbò. Ẹni àtẹ̀ máa pa mí nígbà tí bá rí tẹ́yìn odindi bá lé ilé wàá dẹ̀ lọ síbi tó ti ń vote, wàá dẹ̀ gbé ballot box, wàá dẹ̀ máa sáré and you are excited. Ẹ bá wá débi tẹ́ ti ń fagbó wàá máa yàgbẹ́. Nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń fagbó yẹn máa ń láìkẹ́ yàgbẹ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ní phase 2 níbi tẹ́ ti máa ń gbá bọ́ọ̀ lẹ́yìn NEPA, grandma mi máa ní kí n máa lọ síbẹ̀ pé àwọn tó ń fagbó ló wà níbẹ̀. Ìgbà míì ti bá ẹ̀mọ̀ pàwọ̀ ọmọ kéékèèké ọmọ àfihàn ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ló àwọn kan fagbó lóòótọ́ bọ̀ wọ́n máa ń gbá bọ́ọ̀ níbẹ̀ ni. Ní phase 2 ládé ní Jàdélé lẹ́yìn NEPA ó ṣàmọ́ field yẹn wàhálà àwọn tó máa yàgbẹ́ máa fagbó, tó bá wá fagbó yẹn tán ebi á máa pa wọ́n, wọ́n ti bà ayé gbogbo yín jẹ́. Púpọ̀ ní sì ti dàgbà àbí because time yẹn èmi kékeré, èmi ti wà ní 40+. Ìwọ tó ń fagbó níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn níbo láyé ẹ̀ wà nísìn? Ìwọ tó ń gbé ní Lagos Island ni mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ o. Gbogbo àwọn tí ẹ bá ṣe wàhálà níbo láyé yín wà nísìn? Where is your life? Ẹ ti fagbó gbogbo yín ti jóná, ẹ tẹ̀lé lọ sọ́dọ̀ dentist kó bá yín rectify ẹ̀. Àwọn tẹ̀ ń torí ẹ̀ jáde ballot box, àwọn live better life. Àwọn ìgbé Lagos State mọ́, púpọ̀ nù ọ̀gbẹ́ láàrin yín mọ́. Banana Island Ìkòyí ló ń gbé, tẹ bá fẹ́ rí wọn. Senator ìgbà olè ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, mo máa dé kò ní weekend, ó mọ̀ pé mo ní party ní Island Club. Ṣé ìpàdé yín tí bá ti dé màá wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́tò yín kò tẹ̀lé wọnú Island Club, kò lè wọnú inú club yẹn, ìta lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín máa dúró dè. Èmi àti lọ dúró dè kí lẹ̀ dẹ̀ fi gbà, ẹ kàn fi gba 5,000 naira lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì senator ọmọ mi tí mo sọ fún yín jọ yẹn ó ti fẹ́ wọ yunifásitì, ó dà ànílé ìyànjú ẹ̀ lénìí, ṣé ká tó ríra next week? Ẹni sí Àbújá lẹ máa wà náà, òun lè lọ Àbújá torí kò yé. Ọ̀yà gba 50,000. Wọ́n máa ń gbówó rìn ní gbogbo àwọn politician Nàìjíríà, wọ́n máa ń gbé owó gidi rìn. Wọ́n wá fún ní 50,000. No, èmi máa ń fún ọ lọ́wọ́ gidi o. Wọ́n mọ àwọn tó máa ń fún lọ́wọ́ gidi o, but ẹ̀yin ralẹ̀ lọ máa gbé 5,000. Àwọn kan máa gba owó gidi lọ́wọ́ wọn. Tọ́mọ̀ kọ́ lè fọ́gbó tó lè gún pamọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n yà wèrè gan àwọn ọmọ Lagos Island. Ó lè ba ojú ẹ̀jẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Tó bá kó sójà wa gan wá ba ojú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Púpọ̀ nínú wọn ti ní àpá oríṣiríṣi lára. Wọ́n ti jà. Ẹlòmíì ti lọ sí hospital, ó ti kú dànù. Ṣòro àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá béèrè 50,000 ọ̀bí senator náà dá ó gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn ní 50,000 yẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà yẹn, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Nígbà tèmi ṣetán ní 95 tí mo wá gbé láàrin ní Lagos State for 3 years ni mo fi gbé ní phase 2. Gbogbo yín níbo lójú yín wà nísìn? Gbogbo yín níbo ni ojú yín wà nísìn? Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀yin Sisi Ológe, ẹ̀yin Sisi Koske, ẹ ti bóra. Ẹ ti smelly. ẹ ṣe rí mọ́ àwọ̀ yín ti bàjẹ́ èmi wá ń pariwo Yorùbá Nation ẹ ti wá di bàbá àsàlẹ̀ sáàrin Èkó ń bẹ̀ ẹ wá nínú ta ni bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń pariwo yẹn kò ń ṣe gbogbo wọn torí àwọn kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn wọ́n dúró pa pé Kóìkì máa báṣẹ́ lọ Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tíjà dẹ ọba lè jà àwa ló yẹ ká ti jàjà yẹn. Nobody hates any one of you. These are the politicians that is holding our life back. So ta ló jẹ́ ká gbójú Wàsíù náà jáde ta ni wọ́ ta ló jẹ́ Wàsíù what bastard lórúkú mo lójú ẹ̀ wà òlélẹ̀ they are born bastard gbogbo ojú ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ àwọn tó ń hold ayé yìí dúró lélẹ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ ká lọ lélẹ̀ kò ṣe KOIKIMEDIA kò ṣe Ìgbòho kò ṣe bàbá Akíntóyè báwọn ilé bá ran bàbá Akíntóyè lọ́wọ́ ìrìnàjò yẹn máa yá ni. We hope that they will talk to Bola Tinubu. These 3 senators tí mo mẹ́nu lé ní àárọ̀ yìí tí ibi tí spirit mi lọ nìyẹn àwọn tó kù mo ti fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ for now. They must speak to Bola Tinubu about the lifting the embargo on Igboho. We are not fighting anybody. Eléyìí ṣọ̀rọ̀ jà. Gbogbo senator mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní Lagos State àti gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bá Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀ kó lift embargo lórí ìtàn pè ní Ìgbòho. Okay, ẹ̀yin náà gbé ní phase 2 phase 4. I grew up in Oshodi Street Dosunmu compound. Èmi ọdún mẹ́ta lèmi fi gbé ní phase 2 láti ní Ìjàdèlè báwo mo ṣe tán ní secondary school. Wàsíù. There could be good people. I'm not disputing that. But in terms of these are the Yoruba people that are not ready. As a senator, they are collecting 33 million. Wọ́n ní kó ra bulletproof car fún wọn. So that tó bá fẹ́ drive láti Abuja, tó bá yìnbọn fún mọ́tò yẹn kò ní ràn. Àwọn escort ẹnìkan nìbọn máa bà. These are the people that are holding us back. Ìyẹn kan ní I won't be surprised saying Jide Kosoko in Tinubu fraudulent ministerial is Jide Kosoko wo. Ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ ti wá sí London tí mo lọ bá wọn cover ilé kan tán náà máa ń ta àwọn kan. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wá sórí studio wa. Bàrí wọn nísìn. Wàsíù ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo profile ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo náà ní profile lórí Wikipedia. Let's see about him. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ka díẹ̀ nípa Wikipedia. Gbogbo náà lọ ti gbéra wọn sí Wikipedia. Again, àwọn ọmọ 1960 tó dàgbò rúrú eléyìí gbogbo wọn àwọn tó bí in the 60s àti in the 50s àwọn ló ń bá yé wa jẹ́ báyìí. These are the people holding me and you back. Mo sọ fún yín pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí bá ṣe ti yín dáadáa wọ́n bí àwọn ọmọ yín da kọ́ tó wá rú ló bá wa tí Nàìjíríà bá ṣe yẹn exist wọ́n bí àwọn ọmọ yín da ni mo sọ kọ́ wá rú lórí wa ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà rẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ti bí wọn da ẹ̀yin ẹ máa jayé lọ nísìn gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹ máa ṣe bó ṣe wù yín a fún yín ṣe ẹ má dá sọ́nà tó wà ńlẹ̀ bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yín ṣe ń dàgbà kọ́nà fún gbogbo alẹ́ mi gúngùn ẹ̀yin sì máa dàgbà ju àwa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ because arákùnrin nísìn is 62 years old ìyẹn Wàsíù ẹ̀sìn lókàn Sani I hope I pronounce the name very well Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 62 years old ní ọmọ 1961 that means pé ẹ dàgbà jù mí lọ by 20 years at least by the time tí màmá fi pé 60 àti pé 80 ṣe rí pé géèmù yẹn ó sì máa dùn dáadáa kọ́lọ̀ fún gbogbo wa lẹ́mìí gúngùn àtàlàáfíà kọ́lọ̀ fún gbogbo wa ní ẹ̀mí gúngùn àti àlàáfíà oh you know him very well okay like I said I don't have anything against them but mo kàn sọ pé tẹ bá ti ń sọ pé Yorùbá nation ẹ máa mú wọn àwọn tó ìfẹ́ yẹ ká lọ nìyẹn àwọn tó yẹ kọ́ súnmọ́ bàbá Akíntóyè nìyẹn pé bàbá ẹ̀yin tó bí ní 1935 ẹ̀yin ti mọ ju àwa lọ tó bí ní 19 ṣé àwọn ilé wa fẹ́ mọ̀ ju bàbá Akíntóyè lọ ṣé gbogbo àwọn tí mo dárúkọ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó ń represent yín ní Lagos State as a senator ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ ju bàbá Akíntóyè lọ nípa history Nàìjíríà ìjọ ọlọ́ bí wọn àwọn tó bí ní 1960 bàbá Akíntóyè tó bí ní 1935 ẹ wá ní ẹ̀fẹ́ tẹ̀lé bàbá yẹn torí pé ẹ fẹ́ Nàìjíríà àwọn tó ń dìlé wa gangan àwọn igi tó ń dáná rú tó ń da gbogbo ẹ̀rú mo ní pé àwọn kan fẹ́ pè I don't know he has this phone in my hold that's the problem mo lè start Instagram yẹn lórí ilé so that I lè release line yẹn tó bá hold fine ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tó bá hold ẹ lọ sórí Kóìkì sí KOIKIMEDIA wà on yeah náà pé Instagram lè lé àbí Kóìkì Media wà on ẹ lọ sórí 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 Kóìkì Media wà on Wọ́n get confused nígbà mi gan sef. No, ẹni sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé mo miss phone kan ni? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kí ló dé tá start KOIKIMEDIA or Instagram? Èwo lélẹ̀ náà. Eléyìí is he was a gentleman then before he was voted as a local chairman some years back. Gbogbo náà ló máa ń dà, tá bá ti débẹ̀ náà ni wàhálà. Eléyìí ni TikTok. Ṣé Facebook lélẹ̀? Rán pé Facebook lélẹ̀. So that means people start Olayomi KOIKIMEDIA gan sef. All right. So momentum pay. So let me just not disturb it. So he's 62 years old. Ìyẹn Wàsíù ẹṣin lókun Sani. Wọ́n bí bàbá yẹn ní 24th of March 1961, age 62. He's well read. Wọ́n náà lọ sí Harvard Law School. Ó dẹ̀ lọ sí University of Lagos. He's a member of All Progressive Congress. There's nothing wrong with any one of them, but in terms of ni pé táwọn lè bá wa dàgbà nísìn, àwa jókòó, àwa máa mú toothpick. Ìgbà náà máa sọ̀tàn ṣì nígbà tá àbátẹ̀ tí wàá ṣe báyìí. Àní ká ṣe nísìn, kí gbogbo akájọ ṣe nísìn. Wọ́n nínú àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn. I just start KOIKIMEDIA ní bíbá, so in case. And tó bá ní second hand phone ẹ fún wa àṣàkọ àgbà lọ́wọ́ yín. So as I always say, the hope that every one of us is waiting for, àwọn tó lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn tó pọ̀ jù òun làwọn olóṣèlú wa, but for reason known to them, àwọn sì wò pé ọmọ Koiki wò má yọrẹ lẹ́nu jàre, ó jẹ́ máa jayé lọ nínú mò ń bọ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀. Pronunciation is ẹṣin lókun àṣírí anacolex. Ẹṣin lókun. Mo ti rí pé lè ní TikTok. Mo dá fún TikTok mọ́. So torí pé mo ní extra, mo fi laptop start ni, so phone mẹ́rin ni mo lò, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phone márùn là ń lò. So and it's not a full prime of connect láti Starr radio ni. Ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹṣin lókun. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Mo ti start KOIKIMEDIA, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Ọláyọmí Koiki, ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ KOIKIMEDIA Instagram so that ká lè gba call tó bá dẹ̀ di 1 o'clock ká close the conversation. I think one of the promises TINUBU made to the Fulani is not releasing Nnamdi Kanu and CSI, but Simon Ekpa has made Nnamdi Kanu detainment useless. Olakunle. All right, bàbá náà wọ́n release Nnamdi Kanu, ó kù sí wọn lọ́wọ́. Tó bá ń lọ nílẹ̀ Yíbò kí gbogbo àká máa fara mọ́. So ẹ jẹ́ ká close eléyìí, ẹ lọ join lórí KOIKIMEDIA. Thanks so much. So that ká lè momentum pé látẹ̀ nǹkan. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Àwọn senator mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí, ẹ bá wa bèèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé kí ló fẹ́ gangan. Okay, Bishop ló ń pè. Ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè Bishop torí pé à ń lo nọ́mbà yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan láti fi ṣe live transmission. À ń gbọ́ yẹn, ẹ gbóhùn sókè, mo ń gbádùn yẹn. Ẹ gbóhùn sókè.
Hello, ẹ ṣe kọ́.
Yeah.
Woto ní Nàìjíríà, irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn náà ni wọ́n di àwọn tó jẹ́ pé nígbà tí wọ́n nígbà yẹn wọ́n gbọ́ràn, wọ́n listen, they are diehards of Nigeria kìíní.
Mo kí ẹ ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Wọ́n dílé, wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Nísìnyí, gbogbo nǹkan tí Nàìjíríà promise wọn at the retirement age now, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ti di fiasco. Wọ́n kí torí ti mọ́ àwọn tó ti ṣe wá da tọrọ jẹ. Ó pàdé recently. I was so pitiful for him. Ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní Central Bank of Nigeria, imagine. Ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní Central Bank of Nigeria. Ó tọrọ owó, ó wà stranded. Agbègbè wa ni ó wá bá ẹ̀kan mo rò bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn yẹn bóyá yẹn máa phone number fún ni, I don't know. bá ń wá ẹnìyẹn mo a ní ìta létẹ̀lé mi wà mo kàn ráńgbà tẹ́gùn mo á ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí ló ń complain ló ń sunkún ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ so the way tí mo ṣe rí tó ṣe dress mo mọ̀ pé this could be a responsible person but it's stranded wọ́n á ní kó wá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ politely ó sọ mo wá ní okay ṣé 5,000 naira gbé ẹ dé ibikíbi tó bá ń padà sí so I now send that to his account kó lọ bá anywhere tó lè máa lọ ló wá dúpẹ́ ló ní pé mo ní kó ló ti jẹ́ òun was retired member of Central Bank of Nigeria Central Bank kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀.
tó yẹ kí pension ẹ dábàjẹ́ at least ẹni tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní that sector.
ọmọ Yorùbá ni ó sọ bọ́dé marginalize ẹ̀ tó bá card live ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe lẹ́yìn tó kúrò gbogbo wọn ń tán mọ́ wọn ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ ó láwọn lọ ń tò àwọn lọ ń tò ní láti confam orúkọ wọn mo ní on your pension your own money that they deduct from your salary and they have to pay mo ní ṣé ó ní ìdìbò tó lọ confam yẹn ni kò ní di náà.
àníyàn ti jẹ wá.
àkáǹtì ló wà náà wọ́n dẹ̀ máa sọ fún ẹ díẹ̀.
ibi gbogbo wàá ṣeré Ademola Adex love you my brother and so on.
àwọn náà ti jayé wọn sẹ́yìn níjẹ̀kújẹ̀.
irú ẹnìyẹn náà òun náà máa ti ṣe tí ẹ kọ̀ǹpìtì wọn náà ní ẹ má bínú bí ṣe kọ̀ǹpìtì wọn ní tàbá ní ká wo lọ owó bọ̀ irú ẹnìyẹn náà àwọn tó yẹ kóun náà ti ṣe fún because they don't know that power ó máa ń change ni wàá ṣeré anakulex.
irú àwọn yẹn ń ṣe bóyá nígbà kan tágbára wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn kan sọ fún pé jáde kan báyìí fún ọmọ Yorùbá á sọ fún ẹ pé owó wà ìṣẹ́ ìdàgẹ́ra ó ti wá di màkànmákàn báyìí ó ti wá di on your own Israel. So I was just looking at one of my baby have you heard of Yoruba Nation? Olóńgbò máa ń gbọ́ náà ni.
Àwọn kan máa ń gbọ́ náà ni kò wọ́n ọ lè ní àwọn understanding ẹ̀.
We are not interested to know ni.
Ǹtẹ́ ń gbọ́ ìfẹ́ tó bá gbọ́ nǹkan ṣé tó bá sọ ẹni sùn bishop ṣé ẹni tí gbà tí wọ́n ní wọ́n ṣe American visa lottery ṣé àwọn pàwọn ọmọ náà wọ́n gbọ́ bọ̀ wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí mo dẹ̀ máa tó fi travel nígbà tí America ń ṣe visa lottery sí Nàìjíríà àwọn èèyàn kan sọ pé àwọn gbọ́ o àwọn ń gbọ́ wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí bó ṣe máa lọ but ẹlòmíràn náà ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation á wá máa béèrè pé kí nìkan tó ń ṣe gangan ṣèbó yẹ kẹ́ lọ wádìí ni ẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn ẹ lọ ṣèwádìí pé kí ló ń sọ lórí ẹ̀ òkè wọ́n sọ pé Sunday ẹ ṣe ọ̀daràn ni irọ́ ẹ wá ṣì ń dúró káwá kanlẹ̀kùnú yàrá yín pé Yorùbá Nation ni. Because Ìgbòho kì í ṣe tó fẹ́fẹ́ ìgbà tó ń ṣe Tinubu. So, the sad situation.
And I don't pity them at all.
Owó yẹn lélẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ ni màá fi wọ́n orówó yẹn ó ti wà ní kómà ẹ ṣe gan ni bishop ẹni bá tún fẹ́ pè náà tó bá dago kan a máa parí ètò yẹn so that ká lè prepare fún proper program wa ní after tàbá ti sinmi díẹ̀ ṣorí owó yìí èlò ló ń gbà gan lọ́wọ́ àwọn mo kí big daddy mọ́lẹ̀ ẹni bá fẹ́ pè wọlé náà yín náà pè ok bishop ló tún pè padà hello bishop.
Sorry every kíní kábíyèsí tí ó kú sínú kẹ̀kẹ́ máa ń.
kọ́lọ̀ fọ́ọ̀rùn kẹ́ kábíyèsí mo ti rí news látàná kọ́lọ̀ fọ́ọ̀rùn kẹ́ kábíyèsí kábíyèsí wà lórí kẹ̀kẹ́ náà pẹ̀. kábíyèsí lẹ Yorùbá kódà kó jẹ́ baálẹ̀ gan sẹ̀ ṣó yẹ kó máa gun kẹ̀kẹ́ náà pẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá níbi tí ta ní nǹkan.
àti pé oh my God èyí tó wọ kẹ̀kẹ́ máa ń wá yẹn ó sì lówó ọba máa rìn ní street ní nígbà tí èmi bèrè kówó kúrò ọba bẹ̀rẹ̀ rìn.
ó mà ṣe.
ó dàbí ayé àtijọ́ tó bá máa ń rìn káàkiri gbogbo sí ìbò yẹ kó máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kó lè mọ eré environment wọn ó yẹ kó máa rìn kiri náà ni.
rẹ́rẹ́ ti rún nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
wọ́n nípa Yorùbá Nation wọ́n gbọ́.
Ọba kú sínú kẹ̀kẹ́ náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Tinubu will motivate you. Maybe you want Tinubu, you don't want Yoruba Nation. Tinubu will motivate you with the level of the price the naira now.
One 1,000 naira is 3,000 safer some years back, but today 1,000 naira is 6. No, elo ni safer lẹ́ni nísìn. Ẹ bá consider. No. Naira, dollar ke.
Oh, naira to safer abi.
Yes. Bí bá ní 1,000 naira, èló ló máa fún mi ní safer kí tó wọnú bẹ̀nẹ̀. Torí owó yóò ṣe nánú bẹ̀nẹ̀, owó ṣì yìí.
12,000 naira will give you 10,000 safer.
12,000 naira will give you 10,000 safer. Okay.
It will be less than 1,000 safer. It should be around that 800 and something.
What any 600 safer?
600.
Nti Amakulex, because one nípa ó mọ̀ nípa travel, because you know. Again, we only pounds láàárọ̀.
Oh my God, Nigeria is expensive.
We only pounds láàárọ̀. She might send message láàárọ̀. All right, Bishop. Láàárọ̀, woman to send message to me. Ní 9:45 a.m. Nigeria rate is 1,130 naira. So, ó ti ń súnmọ́ 1,005 díẹ̀. So, thank you so much, all the absorbers out there. Owó yẹn ó ti wà under pressure. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí àwọn senator wa yẹn. Àwọn 18 ló hold gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. As at yesterday ni àbí, okay, 1,000 naira to 600 safer. As at yesterday. Lẹ́ni 1,000 kò ń ṣe 1,000 money sí wọ́n ti di 1,130. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè náà á ṣe ní 20 minutes plus 44 74 044 05 917. So tí bá fẹ́ send owó sílé lẹ́ni nísì wọ́n máa fún mi ní 1,130 sórí £1 kankan. As at èmi àìdẹ̀ tí kúrò ní July. And the more owó yẹn ṣe ń squeeze kò favour àwa, kò favour ẹ̀yin, kò favour anybody. Mo bá fi £100 ránṣẹ́ into fẹ́ fi £100 yẹn ní equivalent nílé ní náírà kò ní kìmí mọ́, pressure ti wà. So olówó gan owó ẹ̀ ń drop lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀ tó lówó. But àwọn 18 ní senator tó represent wa ní Abuja. Báwo làwọn ṣe wá lágbára jù àwa lọ? So àwọn ló ń hold gbogbo wa báyìí. 18 senator is holding Yoruba people to ransom. 18. Gbogbo àdè la mọ̀ wọ́n. Àti dárúkọ mẹ́ta. Ṣé kí tún remind yín àwọn mẹ́ta tá dárúkọ? Ẹ̀sìn ló kàn. Ó ti fún mi ní pronunciation dáadáa. Wọ́n pa arákùnrin náà ní Wàsíù. Ẹ̀sìn ló kàn Sani. Ojú ẹ̀ tún rí lẹ́ǹkan. Kẹ́lẹ̀ tún rójú ẹ̀ lẹ́ǹkan sí. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbójú ẹ̀ jáde. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà. Ẹ ti rójú ẹ̀. Owó nìyẹn. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí the next one. Wọ́n pè é ní Tòkunbọ̀ Abiru. Ojú ẹ̀ lélẹ̀. Tòkunbọ̀ Abiru. Òun lélẹ̀. Lára àwọn 18 tó ń hold wa. Lára àwọn 18 tó ń dá wa dúró. So, àwọn pọ̀ jù wá lọ àbí. Torí pé ìjọba Nàìjíríà ń fún wọn ní protection. Àwọn ilé ìlú jẹ́ ká gbé rally wọ Lagos State. Ẹ má yẹ kí gbowó wọ Lagos o. Ẹ bá máa pa sílé kẹyà pa sílé. Olórántí Adébúlé ọmọ 1970 tẹ̀lé ìyá ẹ̀. 1970 owó tẹ́ńṣẹ́ ọmọ 1960. Ìyẹn idiot Olórántí Adébúlé, born on November 27, 1970, is a Nigerian politician who has served as a senator for the Lagos West since 2023. She previously served as the 15th deputy governor of Lagos State and the 6th woman to occupy the office. Ojú ẹ̀ lélẹ̀. ojú òun lélẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀rẹ́ ṣáà ti máa ló ń jẹ APC ẹ̀rí òun náà ti sá lọ sí senate ó ṣetán ní governor deputy lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n jẹ́ káwọn jẹ́ méjì wọ́n tètè ya gbá ń bọ̀ dídànù ọlẹ́ à ń bọ̀ dídànù so òun ti ya ó ti yára parapara ó ti fún ní ticket ó ti lọ sí senate. These are the Yorubas holding us back in Lagos. Àwọn senator yìí nìyẹn. So tó bá ń wá sórí screen àbí sórí communication tá à ń ṣe tó ní Koiki kí ló dé tó ń pẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn senator yín pé kí ló dé tó support Yoruba Nation. Béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn senator yín pé kí ló dé tí wọ́n fẹ́ Yoruba Nation, kí ló dé, kí la ṣe. Ó dẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ náà wọ́n fẹ́ nísìn ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ń fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún dialogue pé ká tẹ̀jọ jókòó kájọ sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wọn lọ́wọ́ abroad wọ́n mọ bó ṣe rárá ń yọ wọlé gbogbo àwọn lè máa ní visa tó bá tẹ̀ ní status ìlú mi gbogbo wọn lọ́ máa ní visa wọ́n máa ní visa America ní visa this ní visa that. These are the people holding us back. Àwọn House of Reps nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń represent wa l'Abuja ni kò ń ṣe nínú state o. Àwọn yẹn they are 55. So yẹ ká calculate ní Southwest ní Abuja ní Southwest àwọn tó ń represent wa Southwest in Abuja àwọn tó yẹ kó máa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wa lọ síbẹ̀. New senator from Ibadan Central, Sharafa-Din Ali for SSG to Senator Ladoja. So wọ́n ní wọ́n pe èèyàn kan ní Sharafa-Din ìyẹn ní ìlú Ìbàdàn, òun ní Ìbàdàn Central. Wọ́n náà ṣiṣẹ́ SSG fún Senator Ladoja rí. Now, a ní members of house. Members of house. Ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ́ orúkọ wọn anyway. Members of House of Rep. House of Rep. Number one is 55. Then number of senators is 18. Oh yeah, Edeka plus 18 plus 55. Kilo ma fún wa. 55 plus 18. So àwọn tó ń represent wa l'Abuja gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá total equals 73 Yoruba in Abuja, the capital city. 73. Don't determine ayé wa. Pé yes, Koiki gbogbo tó ń sọ lámọ̀, àmọ̀ pé òyìnbó ló kó àpapọ̀, but wọ́n ti fún wa ní independent kílẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́. Adébúlé is part of our problem. Ta ló ń jẹ́ yẹn? Ẹ máa bá mi sọ ṣé senator ní House of Reps. Yẹn kan ní thanks for your time. Time na money o, time na money. But àwa ní time yẹn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Adémọ́lá owó dùn mí. We are not fighting any of these individuals. I haven't called them in a sarcastic way, but I am only asking them, what are they doing for the Yorubas? Bóyá nísìn tí Tinubu ti dé bẹ́ẹ̀, bí à ń kàn tán gbogbo wọn ẹ̀mọ̀, bí à gbogbo wọn ẹ̀mọ̀ kọ́ ní Koiki wọ́n kánjú ni. Ọmọ kékeré ni ìwọ ọ̀dà kan mọ̀. O mọ̀ pé wọ́n kánjú ara ẹ̀ ń gbóná. Tinubu ti dé. Mo sọ fún yín pé tí Tinubu bá ṣe tán, tí àìtí bọ́ kúrò nínú wàhálà yìí ó gbélé o kọ́nà kó fún gbogbo alẹ́ ní gúngbọ́n àtàlàáfíà ojú ló ń pọ́n gbogbo wa. Buhari gbà tó máa dé ó dàbí ipò pẹ́ ni ọdún 8 ti lọ. The only problem kan ni pé a máa dàgbà sí nínú àlàáfíà tẹ̀mí gúngùn other circumstances. Àtẹ̀ntó wà ń pa àtẹ̀ntó wà nínú ilé. I will not use my word to say the other way. Fẹ́yìn tẹ̀ wà nínú ilé. A máa dàgbà sí ẹ̀mí gúngùn àtàlàáfíà. Mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́wọ́. 73 Yorubas are representing us in Abuja. Dr. Aliu Olabandro tiẹ̀. Òun ló fún wa ní gbogbo àwọn breakdown yìí. 73. Good people, let's put it that way. They are good Yorubas. But in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ pariwo Yoruba Nation kí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Tinubu ṣe lè débẹ̀. Now that Tinubu is there, time wà kó máa báṣẹ́ lọ. But kó máa rántí pé ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn senator yìí, Tinubu is the last powerful card fún Yorùbá in Southwest. Ṣẹ́rí pé Tinubu ò ní choice. Ó lo El-Rufai bá ṣe ń gbọ́ as a minister. It's just to please the North. Ìbẹ̀gbọ́n Tárìfà sọ pé àwọn làwọn fún Tinubu ní endorsement yẹn kó fi lọ. Just like bí àwọn Northern elders yẹn náà ṣe sọ pé àwọn làwọn gbé Ọbásanjọ́ wọlé. Ẹ má disconnect ẹ tó ń pè yẹn. Pé àwọn làwọn gbé Ọbásanjọ́ wọlé. Ẹgbọ́n sókè, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Ẹ mute tinúlé, má tún gbọ́ra yín nínú ilé náà. Ẹ ṣàlejò wa, ẹ mute tinúlé. Hello, àwa nìyẹn. Ẹ bá gbóhùn yẹn sókè, ó lọ́lẹ̀ díẹ̀. Speaker dẹni mò ń lò, kò gbọ́dọ̀ tó lọ́lẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ mọ̀ kan tó ń fún mi ní concern. Mo ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó jẹ́ Yorùbá tí mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n nílùú yìí ní UK níbà over 20 years. Wọ́n ti ní wípé báwo ká ní ó máa lajú ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ kí business ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. So ẹ̀yin sọ fún mi wípé Nigeria is a business. So pé ìjọba Nàìjíríà ò ní lajú sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n bà business wọn jẹ́. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí tí wàá rí for over 20 years. Ẹ mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀tọ́ ìjọba Nàìjíríà ní láti fún àwọn tó against pín àti àwọn tó go for it all fún wa ní platform olúkálukú campaign ẹ convince aráàlú wípé afẹ́kadúró ìta afẹ́kadúró fúnni ẹ̀yin fẹ́ against ẹ campaign fún èèyàn ẹ sọ fún ọ ìdí tí kò fi tọ́ pé ká pín. kọ́ńtẹ̀ jẹ́ ká ṣe referendum a ní kó wá yà mí lẹ́nu pé àwọn tó kì í ẹni tẹ́ ń gbé nínú òyìnbó for over 20 years tẹ́ difficult láti understand wípé kíní ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni láìsí wa ni wípé tá a bá fẹ́ decide pé a fẹ́ sí àbá àfẹ́fẹ́. Now, àwọn tó wá wà ní Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n travel rí tí wọ́n pé wọ́n tẹ̀ sí sọ ọ̀pẹ́rẹ́sì wọn pa. Báwo lẹ ṣe wá fẹ́ káwọn yẹn gbọ́ àgbọ́yé nígbà tẹ́yìn tó tẹ wà ní abroad tẹ́ ti rí good dividend of government wọ́n ṣe ń gọ́fà nìyí tẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Ṣé Nàìjíríà wá jẹ́ ṣé ìlú jẹ́ business shop office ní ọ̀sìn ó jẹ́ òkú ni? Ọ̀fẹ́ tí ọmọ aṣẹ́gbóge àṣọwò afẹ́tajà afẹ́jèrè. Kì í ṣe government of the people for the people and for the people ni wọ́n ń pè ní democracy.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, bá ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn. Wàsíù gan fi kàn ní.
Ọ̀nà tí ẹ̀ mú ṣe wọ́n wò pé kí ló ti àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n dẹ́ rí báyìí tẹ̀ ń ṣe báyìí. And wọ́n á jẹ́ kí ló pé ọ̀nà púpọ̀ ni gbogbo wọn kú sí. Ìmí nínú wọn ní àwọn tó wá lóyún o ọ̀rẹ́ wọn ti promise wọn wípé tí ìjọba ìbá ti wọlé mo máa fún ẹ ní contract wọ́n gan máa kúrò mẹ́yìn ó máa bọ̀ lé mi.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ diaspora politics tó fi lọ ṣe àwọn náà fi owó tí wọ́n lè tètè make ẹ mọ̀ pé ìlú ẹ̀rọ pa ń ṣe wàhálà ká tó rówó àwọn náà wọ́n wọ́wọ́ gbùrù wọ́n wọ́wọ́ fast.
wọ́n ń tọ̀wọ́ ní. So they are doing it for their own purpose torí pocket wọn ló ṣe ń support àwọn jẹkúrújẹrá láti ṣe àwọn diaspora yìí. Láti ní wọn ní bílọ̀ láti ní wọn ní Amẹ́ríkà láti ní wọn ní èrò àwọn European countries yẹn náà tí wọ́n ń pera wọn ní diaspora àti ní tó ń support àwọn jẹkúrújẹrá. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbé wọ́n ti wá sọ fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn mo ní ìdáhùn ṣé bí Tinubu dẹ̀ ti wọlé ẹ̀jẹ̀ relocate pẹ̀lú àwọn ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ní
wàhálà lẹ́wọ̀n yẹn láíláí.
mo sọ ọmọ bí ilé ní between the period tí Tinubu wọlé sí ìsìn wọ́n lose over 8 million naira due to this exchange rate.
I can imagine kò ń ṣàyìn nìkan gbogbo ẹni tó kódà ẹni tó ń ṣe small business gan Nàìjíríà ń lose owó ẹni tó ń ṣe small business I can imagine.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa lọ sí pẹ̀lú sọ ó yá ẹ̀ẹ́dì lókè sí pẹ̀lú family yìí àtàwọn ọmọ yìí fún ọ̀dẹ̀ dáhùn ọ̀lọ́.
ọ̀nìlọ.
So ẹ̀yin ti.
bẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò sí stability yẹn táwọn ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn nílé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn tí mò ń dárúkọ yìí Wàsíù Ẹṣinlókun Sani òun ló represent Lagos Central Senatorial District. Senator Tokunbo Abiru, òun ló represent Lagos East Senatorial Seat. Dr. Idiat Abule, òun ló represent Lagos West Senatorial. Ẹ wá bá ń bi gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Lagosian tó ń bẹ ní ìlú òyìnbó ní London tèmi àti ìjọ wáyé pé kí ló dé tí wọ́n lọ́lé padà láti lọ fọwọ́ kún àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí kó lè jẹ́ kí ìdàgbàsókè wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní Lagos State. Wọ́n ní lọ. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè náà, thank you, Mr. Femi Agbani. Koiki, please give me a minute. Ṣé fẹ́ wá through TikTok yìí náà, kí mi ò mọ̀ wọ TikTok. Àbẹ́ fẹ́ pè ní, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ pè wọlé, nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí ni +44 74 044 05 917. Tó bá dẹ̀ pé fẹ́ wá through TikTok ni. Mo mọ̀ bó ṣe ń gbìyànjú wọn lẹ́mọ̀ pé àwa moderator, mo mọ̀ bí ẹ máa send a request ni. I don't know how it works. Mo lè fi lọ dáwọ́ TikTok yẹn rú. Ademola like to go live with you. No, Ademola. I can't like any. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ademola Owódùn ní sọ pé Yoruba is the problem of Yoruba. Olúyọlé sọ pé Abúlé was the bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a ti find out lẹ́ẹ̀kan ìyá yẹn òun ló ṣe deputy governor Ambode. 18. Mo ti kọ gbogbo ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. So 73 ni gbogbo àwọn tó ń represent wà l'Abuja. In case tẹ́ ẹ bá ti mọ̀ ẹ̀yin náà máa fi sọ́kàn pé táwọn yẹn bá ti ń bi pé Koiki ẹ̀yin ọmọ tẹ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation ìjọ́ ló máa bọ́ sí ẹni àwọn 73 tó ń represent wà l'Abuja ìjọ́ ló máa bá wa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wá síwájú House àti Senate ní Red Chamber àti Green Chamber 9ty mo kí yín. We have 5 minutes to the end of the program. We haven't called them in an abusive way. We're only calling their attention. Bí àwọ̀ ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pa ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation. Bí àwọ̀ ọ̀gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. So bí a nísìn tí mo ti call attention wọn bóyá wàá gbọ́ dáadáa. Máa ń láì káwọn àwọn mọ́mì wá pè torí àwọn máa ń ní another dimension táwọn fi ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹgbọ́n sókè Ìyá Lálùbáríkà. Àwa ni ẹ mọ́mì. Wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín mà.
Ẹni kí ni ó dé káwọn tí ní sọ̀rọ̀ yìí báwo lọ fi sọ̀rọ̀ ní Àbújá?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mọ́mì.
Wọ́n bá lọ ń bọ̀ náà ti fẹ́ máa rí 36 million gbà lọ́dún.
Èé o.
Wọn ò ní lè sọ. Nígbà táwọn senators bá ń gba 36 million lóṣù lọ́sọdún ìdèmọ́.
Every month bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Kò tí sówó allowances.
Àwọn dẹ̀ máa fún wọn ní bulletproof card.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, n tó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Tinubu nìyẹn pé àwọn need safety àti security àwọn.
Tí Tinubu dẹ̀ ní òun fẹ́ máa fún àwọn ibi palliative. I don't know why he's calling it palliative. Palliative is dying. Nǹkan tí ò dé resuscitate ni palliative. Leave it to die.
Remember Mr. Femo. Remember. Ẹ jẹ́ kí call it on. Okay.
I don't know why. Benefit is benefit, support is support.
Okay.
Period. It won't be palliative.
Okay.
Because one of Nigeria is in the coma, it died. So no, fẹ́ máa fún wọn ní 8,000 naira.
Okay.
Àmọ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ máa fi jẹ. So these people cannot support us. Nǹkan tó ń jẹ ń bẹ̀ ni.
Okay.
They want to protect it. Who are ongoing.
Okay.
Ìyẹn 1, 2 ẹjọ́ nípa ti bàbá wa bàbá Chief Imam.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rí lè pariwo kọ́ máa lọ because there's tension in that area nípa religious issue.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Tí bá ti ṣe tán nísìn màá make call sísàlẹ̀ láti find out bóyá wọ́n ti wà out of the meeting or is still there. So tá bá ti parí call yìí màá make call sí wọn láti lè find out if he's still there or not, so that our update àwọn èèyàn as quickly as possible. Ìyẹn mo ṣe tètè jáde láàárọ̀ yìí.
Àti pé sharing population has been ongoing issue láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
Ní àwọn northerners Hausa Fulani tó ti ní power.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
They believe in that power.
Tó pọ̀.
Torí towards the election wọ́n sọ pé we have the population.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, interfering these guys fún wa náà ni wọ́n náà làwọn ní population pé kò ń ṣàwà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, it will continue forever. ọ̀dì kí ìlú yẹn bá tó. As long as tí Nàìjíríà bá wà together, Hausa Fúlàní ló ní Nàìjíríà. That's the basic. Àwọn tó kù ìṣeré ni. They are just joking. They are not going anywhere in Nigeria.
Okay.
So, bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
So, ẹ ṣé gan yàrá lùbáríkà. No.
Let everybody go.
Let everybody go. All right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fẹ́mọ̀, ẹ bá mi send request again. Mo rí ti 91 yẹn dẹ̀ easy, máa kọ́ invite ni. Ẹ resend ẹ̀ báyìí kí n gbé yín wọlé. Ká tẹ̀ fi test TikTok yẹn. Tí ó rà tẹ̀ gbìyànjú wọlé rí láti bẹ̀. So mo appreciate gbogbo yẹn tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa. So ẹ jẹ́ bá mi send request ẹ̀ bí a kẹ́ tún resend again. Mo ń try. Ṣé ti bá add yín as moderator ṣáàrẹ̀ náà ṣé nǹkan tó mì náà nìyẹn? Ṣé okay available when you go live? Because mo bóyá ìyẹn ló mean. Ẹ send a request yẹn again. Okay, mo ti rí guest. Okay, mo ti rí nísàlẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo ń ṣe ara oko náà. Àwọn Koiki. Technology gbọ́dọ̀ máa dẹ́rù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Mo ti rí guest yẹn. Ó yá ìwọlé ká gbọ́ yín. Hello sir.
Hello Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ jẹ́ n ti oúnjẹ sára tẹ́gùn yẹn ká lè gbọ́ yín. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ à ń gbọ́ yín.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ kan wo mímí àti sọ̀sọ̀sọ̀ kan tó bí wa nínú nǹkan tó bí àwọn bàbá wa ní òní wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní amúkan ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀wọ́. Ó ní òkèlè ń wò ẹ̀wò sàlẹ̀. Ara àwọn ìdí tí kò ṣe ní ṣe ṣe òun ni àwọn ìyá mi tó ń pè wọlé yìí ni wọ́n ti sọ. Jẹgúdú jẹrá ọ̀dùnú jẹgúdú táwọn èèyàn ti ń jẹ.
Ẹ máa dúró síbẹ̀ ay ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ni tó wà lórí TikTok sọ̀rọ̀ tán ẹ kàn dúró síbẹ̀ mò ń gbádùn yẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi fẹ́ mọ̀.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú tí àwọn èèyàn ti ń jẹ ó tiẹ̀ tó di pé wọ́n á fi di okòwò tí wọ́n ń pè ní Nàìjíríà yẹn múlẹ̀. Ló ti wà nínú èdè àwọn èèyàn. Then nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàkíyèsí ni pé àwọn ìlú bíi 5 sí 6 nínú business tó ń pè Nàìjíríà.
Ṣẹlẹ̀ fún aláwọn ọ̀nù náà.
Ibi tá a wà yìí.
Okay, UK.
Àwọn Amẹ́ríkà.
Okay, United States of America.
Gbogbo EU.
European Union. Hey, àwọn yẹn tẹ́ pọ̀.
Àwọn tó dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ alágbára ní Arab nation.
Àwọn Arab lẹ dárúkọ yẹn Arab 1.5 trillion ní Saudi invest nínú UK. Mo ń gbádùn yín.
Gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n jẹ lórí ìtàn Nàìjíríà. Mo lè sẹ́ẹ̀dì fídíò kan ó dàbí pé àti ní WhatsApp nọ́mbà yẹn.
Okay.
Nigeria only the richest country in Africa by
A máa ń gbọ́ gbogbo yẹn bọ̀ kò ní impact nísàlẹ̀ náà ní gbogbo pé ó rí.
Mo fẹ́ sọ náà nìyẹn. Nǹkan tó pa ni pé mo fẹ́ ṣe àpèjúwe nǹkan kan.
Mo ń gbọ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wà.
Ní ìgbà oko ẹrú nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe oko ẹrú àti òwò ẹrú.
Ìyẹn during the slave trade.
Yes. Ní àwọn dúdú ara wa náà ni wọ́n lò.
Okay.
Ṣe fọ́ọ̀mà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tó bá lè jálẹ̀ gbàjú kankan báyìí nítorí ara wọn.
Okay.
Mentality yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ lè ṣe fi kọrin nígbà yẹn mental
slave mentality.
Tí wọ́n bá ti débi ìṣèlú red carpet ni wọ́n yílẹ̀ fún wọn. Gbogbo àwọn ibi tí èkó tó ti wà ní UK 50 years ibi tí ò lè lọ ra nǹkan tó ti ní sí ilé ibẹ̀ wọ́n ra ilé sí oríṣiríṣi. Èmi mọ àwọn èèyàn ńlá mo forúkọ bò wọ́n láti rí tí mo fi bá wọn ní wọ́n ń dínà di ọ̀dà. Wọ́n jẹ́ àwọn olóṣèlú Nàìjíríà ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́run abáyé àtàwọn ọmọ wọn àti ìgbò wọn. So gbogbo nǹkan tó fà á nìyẹn. Àwọn ará ó dẹ̀ ní nǹkan tí wọ́n mú lọ́dọ̀ wa.
Ọlọ́run á tú wa lẹ̀ àwọn onílẹ̀ òní fi wá sílẹ̀ lágbára Elédùmarè.
Mo ń ṣàlàyé àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ pé kò ní tètè ṣeé ṣe o.
Ẹ má ẹ̀ka tún sọ pé kò ní tètè ṣeé ṣe ká máa bẹ Ọlọ́run kó tètè ṣeé ṣe ni. What God cannot do does not exist. Kó tètè ṣeé ṣe àti ń dàgbà báyìí gbogbo àná ti ń dàgbà. Ok, ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ọ̀rà no problem. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and being the first time on the TikTok and by guest Wale, so we will be doing that more as well. Number one, I should be seeing TikTok and disconnect around. Again, wá sí orí line kàtìmẹ́tẹ̀ wálẹ̀, so last caller wa náà lélẹ̀. Ó yá ay ẹgbọ́n sókè ní kíákíá. Mr. Femo, ẹ̀yẹn disconnect ara yín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, thanks so much, we appreciate you. Ẹ̀yin òye máa béèrè question wàhálà ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí pọ̀. Ẹ̀yin òye máa béèrè question. Ó yá.
Bàbá ẹ ti wọlé o.
Okay.
Mo rí pé ó dàbí ẹ ń jókòó ẹ ń wo irú àìdí àwùjọ lè ṣe kí ìlú máa fi jà.
Okay. Ẹ̀ṣẹ́ yẹn wá wrong ní ṣe bí lára manifesto pé kí lù dání Tinubu fi wọlé.
Mo mọ̀ ọ̀ òun náà ti rí ọ̀tọ̀ ní ìjà ẹ̀sìn tó fẹ́ jáde.
Okay.
Ọ̀tọ̀ ní ìjà pé wọ́n ti pa àwọn èèyàn.
Okay.
Àwọn ẹbí wọn ń bínú.
Okay.
Bíi Benue State.
Okay.
Bí àwọn tí wọ́n pa ní Ondo State.
Okay.
Bí àwọn ẹbí wọn ò dùn.
Okay.
Oúnjẹ ọ̀tọ̀.
Okay.
Àtẹ̀lé kan ṣẹ̀gbé láti Nàìjíríà ni. Ọmọ Ìlá ni.
Okay.
Ó ní láti
Ìlá Ọ̀rọ̀gùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ní Ọ̀ṣun State.
Ìlá dé Èkó. Ó lóun ní Ọ̀ṣun State. Ó lóun ná about 100,000 naira.
Ó gbé escort ni. Okay, epo. Okay. Okay.
Owó epo nìkan. Ó ní owó epo yẹn ló jẹ́ kóun tètè sá padà wá sí London. Ó ní ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn. Ó ní ẹsẹ̀ náà fi ń rìn sí.
Ìjọ ọ̀la fi máa fẹsẹ̀ rin ẹ̀rìn báyìí dá.
Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tí fẹ́ bẹ Tinubu fún mi bàbá. Ẹ lè tó ṣe kò dẹ̀ sí ẹ̀dá tó lè fa ògo tẹ́tí tí ó dì jẹ́.
Okay.
Aláṣepé lọ́lọ́run ọba. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń rí èèyàn náà ní ẹ ṣe kíní pé ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn lọ. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ìlú tí òyìnbó fọ́ọ̀mù kọ́ńtì wọn. Gbogbo ìlú yẹn ò lè rí ṣe láéláyé. Ẹ má ṣe wá bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Àwa Yorùbá ni yín. Àwọn bàbá wa ti fi knowledge sí wa lórí. A lè dálù wa ṣe. A lè dálù wa ṣe. Mo lè fẹ́ wá bí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe. Ẹni ìṣẹ̀ṣe tí wọ́n bá ṣe nínú ìlú. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa fọ́ọ̀mù association. Ẹ máa ti ìṣẹ̀ṣe bí wọ́n bá ṣe Ọ̀ṣun Òṣogbo. Gbogbo owó tó bá pa ń bẹ̀ àwọn ìṣẹ̀ṣe ló ní. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ tètè máa jáde ṣe máa ràn àwọn èèyàn lọ́wọ́. Sáúdí owó tí Sáúdí fún àwọn ti Yorùbá wa ló jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ wèrè. Àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ò ní association pé wọ́n lè máa transform nǹkan wọn síta. Nigerian system tàbí níní. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ jáde ẹ má fi bò ẹ má dòde ìgbòho. Mo ti fẹ́ bẹ Tinubu. Mo fẹ́ bẹ Tinubu Gúmi ibo ni Gúmi wà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni tó wá ń tán invite bàbá wa àdúrà nígbà màá bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ tí bá ti tán nísìn.
Kí ló ń ṣe lórí ẹ̀? Ìyá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣaláìsí ni ó gbọ́dọ̀ sí ìyá ẹ̀. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ sí ìyá ẹ̀. Ọ̀tọ̀ ní owó ọ̀tọ̀ ní kẹ́ play politics. Rántí ó máa dàgbà ó máa kúrò ńbẹ̀. Ṣèyí wà ńbẹ̀ ó ná wọn mọ.
Ṣèyí náà ti ní pé bàbá òun máa ṣe the right thing pé ká ṣe sùúrù.
Ṣẹ́rí ó lè jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho ló máa dàbí position tí wọ́n dà sí lórí àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀. Ọlọ́run máa ń yí nǹkan ni. Ìwúrọ̀ tí bàbá Tinubu ẹ ti ṣe nǹkan Ìgbòho gbọ́dọ̀ sí ìyá ẹ̀. Ibo ni Gúmi wà? Buhari ti tú àwọn jts tó lọ kó lò kó ní àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ lára pẹ̀lú atrocity tí wọ́n ṣe. Ìgbòho ò ṣe atrocity kankan. Ìgbòho ò ṣe atrocity kankan. Bàbá Tinubu
ẹ ṣe gan ni. Tó.
Ọba wo ló lo márùá ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ máa mọ̀kì àwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn lọ́rẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa ní ọba wo.
Ẹ má yẹ kí mo ẹ dàbí tí n bá ti kúrò ní mọ̀kì wọn lórí fóònù ẹ jẹ́ kí mi sọ lẹ́yìn bàtẹ́ bá ti bọ́lẹ̀ màá sọ nísìn ẹ má yẹ ká mọ̀kì àwọn ọmọ ìlú kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ìlú màá sọ́rùkọ ọba náà láìpẹ́ ìyẹn ọba tí wọ́n ní ọwọ́nú márùá ẹ̀bí ọba kọ̀ fi sáré bí mọ́tò wọn ní fault so ọba kọ̀ fi sáré oyè yín ọ́fí crossover so márùá yẹn dẹ́ ó rìnrìn àjò nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ń bẹ̀ unfortunately òun náà lélẹ̀ we told them We told them Nigeria is dead and needs to be buried, otherwise it will lead to multiple deaths. Truck crushes Ogun monarch to death. Amadaruko Obano láìpẹ́ Ogun monarch to death. Ọba Ifọ̀n, gbogbo wa la gbọ́ pé Ọba Ifọ̀n elecure truck tó ń gbé alcohol ó ṣubú lórí kẹ̀kẹ́ napep tí ọba traditional ruler of Oníbùkú community ní Adó-Odò Ọ̀tà local government area of Ogun State. Ọba Abraham Bankole to death. Àní ọba kú, àní ọba wàjà ni. Thank you so much ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Adémọ́lá Owódùnní, thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo àná gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ fún lunch. I'm gonna take short break now. I will send to you on WhatsApp. Ó dà màmá retí ẹ̀. One love. Ọlọ́run ọba Elédùmarè kó má yẹ kí a rí ikú ọba kankan mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn bá máa ń wàjà ní ọba ọ̀tẹ̀ǹkúnú anyway, nǹkan sọ fún wa nìyẹn. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí arúgbó, mo kí gbogbo nǹkan pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká take a short break and we'll come back later and màá fún ní update lórí àdúrà nígbà Sanjo Beauty Hair. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí òkè lọ́hùn, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bábà tí ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun nílé pẹ̀lú situation room tẹwà torí pé ẹ ní the petrol láti máa fi run ní gbogbo services yìí. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń ṣe okòwò náà ní gbogbo lẹ káàkiri tẹwà ajé àmà àbúgbàjẹ. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí KOIKIMEDIA, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Babátúndé Ṣẹ́gun Ọ̀nà Gbémilékè àti gbogbo yín bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ni mo kí yín o. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní bàjẹ́ o. 73 people tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ló ń represent wa l'Abuja. Kọ́lọ̀ fún wọn ṣe kọjá kárí àjàbọ̀. Waris Jinadu ní location 9-time bomb letter threat. tó àlejò bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Thank you so much. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí